Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, back for some more League of Legends Season number 16 action. Surprise, surprise, the official Royal Andy caster duo is back. It is once again me and Jim. Speaking of Jim, it is our man Jim, aka Rook, aka Strawberry Shark, aka Slash Sea Lion 62, aka Salving Salmon 37, aka Turtle Shell, aka Best Deadlock server player in Lads,
Oh, I'm shit.
aka uh did you win your qualifier game or no?
Not the last one.
AKA qualifier game loser, Jim. How are you tonight, Jim?
I won the other ones at least. Um, how am I? Doing alright. No shame in losing to a strong opponent.
Yeah, I mean, you had a tough bracket as well. Like, you had a tough round one matchup
Yeah,
against
I thought the match would be really hard, but like I don't know, they like really like I don't know, Benj. If you like look at that game, like it was like a slaughter. You know what I mean? Like at no point were they even like in the game. It was just like well, I shouldn't say that. I mean a little bit early on they were, but not really. You know what I mean?
well, that is
I was
Dota
kind
2
of
for you. That,
surprised.
that is Dota 2 for you.
Yeah.
And then, of course, joining us as well as another player who was playing the qualifiers today, though on a different stack. Formerly 10k MMR, formerly a DPC middle laner, more recently a caster on the BCOP channel, a good friend of the channel and my current lads teammate. It is Rojo Fireflu. How are you tonight, Rojo?
Woo! Hi. I'm good, Badger. How are you?
Doing pretty well. Luckily, we have a nice series tonight. It is Royal Andy, of course. Surprise, surprise again. They're taking on Sine Pari, who beat us, beat our team. So clearly,
True.
good team. The captain, of course, by
Oh,
season 4 champion
I have something
Skater.
to tell you, Badger. It'll make you really happy.
Go for it.
Badger, in their EU pause 4 in the game against the Mu M2D team, he tipped me at one point, and then we immediately killed him, and then I tipped him, and then just like, and we then after that, Badger, I was locked in. Okay, we were slaughtering them, and I tipped him like 3 times that game.
Interesting. Man, they're bringing that up. But yeah, I appreciate it, Jim. I really
Well,
do.
I was like, oh, Badger will this will
I
make Badger
did. I did.
happy.
It did make me happy.
Badger, you can just Badger imagine that they're probably like, oh, this is gonna be a free easy win. And then he like tips me, and then he dies, and then I tip him, and then like just as the game progressively gets worse and worse, I'm just tipping him, Badger.
Of
Tell me that
course.
doesn't bring you like a surprisingly high amount of joy.
No, I mean the high part. You're correct. High amount of joy, but is it really surprising at this point? Anybody who's ever talked to me about
Eh,
Dota knows my opinions
yeah,
about
that's
Dota.
fair.
Like if you're
That's fair.
surprised, you do not talk to me enough about Dota. I've been on this train since before it was cool to be on this train, Jim.
Okay.
But we do have a series on our hands. Sine Pari. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but captained by season 4 Labs champion Skater, featuring Calamity, Waifu, Spooky Bush, and Chief Doggy. They already have made a player replacement, bringing in a Spooky Bush from free agencies, and they've been pretty good ever since they made that change. So should be fun to see how they do against the protagonist of the season, Royal Andy. Of course, we do have some picks and bans. Skater doing his classic use a ton of reserve time early in the draft phase. First pick ended up being the Shadow Demon. Response was a 9-pick Kunkka. Banned so far: Sniper, Rubik, Sand King, Venge, Tree Prot, Centaur, Witch Doctor, Monkey King, Night Stalker.
Kunk is an interesting response to Shadow Demon. And typically, I mean, it doesn't matter that much, but typically most people would think of it as like still Shadow Demon favored. But I guess they just think Kunk is good enough.
Yeah, I think they just like the hero. I mean, I think they've got multiple players who play it as well, so it's it's a viable flex in that sense. We'll say that Rojo. Are you ever surprised when you see Skater using this much reserve time this early in the draft?
When we played against them, I was. He had like 20 seconds by the time he got to this pick. But, you know, that's how it goes. Sometimes it's
Oh,
good
I
to be
just
thorough.
realized the
and
Andy's
first
team
few
has a
picks are good.
stand-in. I'm really
Yeah,
slow.
they have Bloom standing in for Breezy R because Breezy R just isn't here.
Does Bloom play mid?
He can play mid.
Gotcha. I was wondering if maybe Andy would be going, if they're gonna do Andy mid and then Bloom carry. I actually think that might be their best setup, by the way, with these players. But I don't know what they're actually doing. But that would be my guess.
We shall see. It is to be determined, though. What is not to be determined, of course, is our Dark Willow 13. That's 13 pick right there. I will say I'm sad seeing Radiant pick it rather than Dire, because Radiant picked this hero. It's probably some weenie build. But if Dire picked it, you know what Radiant's gonna
It's Midas
buy.
Eggs.
Midas
Midas
eggs.
Eggs.
So
And if he doesn't, the game is lost.
the hope is Radiant's 4-player this game. I think it'll be Chief Doggy playing it. I honestly don't remember their roles, to be honest. But whoever the 4-player is going to be, hopefully they go Midas Eggs.
The facet does kind of buff that.
What is the facets? I don't know it.
I believe you get increased damage throughout the duration of Shadow Realm,
I see.
which obviously synergizes quite well with the eggs.
Isn't that just in the ability anyways, though?
I think like total damage or spell damage or something. Let me see exactly what it is.
I don't used to increase the
A 700 radius aura that increases damage that she deals to enemies in its area of effect by up to 30%.
Interesting. So you're saying more damage.
Yeah, you can't max range deal that kind of damage, but it's quite good. Classic LD.
Hypothetically, you could go damage maxing though. You know, blink on in Bedlam with the Ags. Shadow Realm starts smacking.
That is true.
Go start doing some snacking and smacking. You know.
I kind of like that they cover off the Lone Druid by taking the Wyvern. Although I don't think that the like 3-item Lone Druid cares as much about Wyvern as a normal Lone Druid would.
Yeah, we did see Andy go this build on Monday. I'm not sure if you watched those games or how, but me and Jim were casting it, and he did go for the 3-item Lone Druid gameplay.
Yeah, it's super OP. It's crazy strong. We lost with it in qualifiers, which means we are pigs.
Who was your LD player though?
Skyward.
I see.
Warlock. That's a cook.
Who are your other two teammates? I know Skyward Sheepstick. Was it like Odyssey and Luminel, or who do you have?
It was Luminel and Logical. Logical's playing 5.
Wait,
I love
you had
Logical.
Logi Dotes on your team?
We did.
How
Although
do
this
you
was
fucking
apparently his
lose
first game in
then?
like 2 This was his first game in like 2 weeks
He
apparently.
probably just got back from TI and betting.
Yeah, he indeed was in Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Also, they're picking like a lot of things that can be dispelled against like Shadow Demon and Lone Druid, which I think is scary. Like Lone Druid Shard is really, really good and it dispels. And obviously Shadow Demon Shard dispels. They also pick PA into like Wyvern. I mean, I feel like they're like, if their game goes well and they're like kind of ahead out of lands, then their game is probably fine. But I feel like
Dude,
they
Warlock
can run into like issues really.
I kind of hope this Warlock is on 4 and not 5. I think Warlock PA sounds like a really shit lane.
Yeah.
Like with PA, like you kind of want like either a hero that's gonna like hard to like sustain it, or a hero like, or a hero that's gonna combo well slash like run over the enemy lane. Like let's say like Undying to protect your PA's lane, or like
Yeah, Undying range.
or like you might want something that has like really strong engage. Like you know, like let's say you know your lane, maybe you can pick something like Marcy for all, like because PA does have a pretty decent all in, but like Warlock does none of those things. Warlock sustain is really bad on the early levels. Like the W is like
Yeah.
not doing that much for how much like mana it costs.
And this axe
Also
picker is
does
really
not really
good.
have that good all in. Like there's like you don't really have any setup for the third spell. It just, I don't know. This sounds like a really shit lane if the Warlock
like,
is 5 no flame.
Can't do anything into axe either. I feel like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
axe
yeah.
is gonna have like an insanely free game, barring
All
some like big mistake in the
what I
first
will say,
minute.
Rojo, though, is you know how you know what in what world I see the Warlock winning the lane though for them?
What's that, Jim?
It's when they just keep getting 6-man fatal bonds, you know, like they keep getting the wave plus the 2 heroes. Because this, I think that happens a lot in lads when it shouldn't. Because it even happens like in higher more lobbies than lads plenty often.
Yeah,
So
but I mean, it probably won't. I mean, this axe can like
I hope for
this
Royal
axe can
India
like go
won't.
cut the wave at like level like 2 almost. You know, like
Yeah,
they like
I mean,
literally
bro,
like, can't
listen,
do
okay, you know,
anything.
we're on the same page about what should happen, but like, you know, lads is always about what should happen. Sometimes it's about what will happen, right?
True.
Tired of this
And I thought
Ladslander, bro. Tired of the Ladslander.
I like Dyer's lineup a lot. I feel like this like I feel like the skater team like if the game doesn't go quite well from early on, or it doesn't go like extremely late, they're just gonna struggle with damage like a lot. I can see World in which this Dark Willow doesn't get level 6 until like 10 or 12 minutes or something, you know, and just like
Ember's a
yeah.
good pick for that.
Ember's
One
decent,
thing is,
yeah, but it's
dude, they need a vessel, and I think a core needs to buy it, because their damage is like really low. But with vessel, that vessel is rather strong against these heroes.
yeah.
I
I
think.
mean,
What are your thoughts on my a core needs to buy vessel this game
I think
for
it's
Radiant,
good. I don't.
or maybe
Mm,
Dark Willow can do it if they're rich. I don't know.
yeah,
What if Ember buys it?
it's good on Ember, but I don't know.
He might want Mage
Like,
Slate against Quap though. I don't know. Who's the Ember
eh,
player?
I think it's like, I think if he goes Spirit Vessel, like it's really easy for his game to just be over, and he won't get his next
Yeah,
item. So he
kind of
might just.
requires you to be like
I
getting.
would just buy probably Maelstrom or
I
like
I want to say Dark Willow should buy it, but the problem is that like a lot of times like lads supports don't necessarily farm enough, and like if
yeah,
he like even if he
agreed.
has a good start, if he's not farming, the vessel will be extremely slow. It doesn't matter if he's winning lane really hard. Like if he's not farming, he's not gonna have vessel fast, and you don't want to wait a long time till you have vessel. But I think for sure your team buys the vessel because your damage is shit, and vessel is really effective damage against axe, lone druid. Fucks the wyvern. Really fucks the wyvern spell. Good against Quap as well because of the Dagon build, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
all right,
honestly,
like,
Quap doesn't heal that much though. With Dagon, it's a lot less than like because
uh,
Dagon basically just sustains for
yeah, but
damage.
it's I'm more
Really.
just thinking like their damage is so low that like they're gonna need it for kills. You know what I mean? Because they have the disables. Like,
Yeah, but
they can
they're
hold
like
the hero down.
the
They
thing is
have,
that's another thing to get dispelled too. You know what I mean? And he went like or like you know what I mean.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel like once they get like shard on like Keshi
How
and
many dispels is
on
Dire gonna have
Andy,
really
it's
though?
gonna. I mean, they're Shadow Demon and Lone Druid dispel.
Yeah. I don't really see the shot. I feel like a lot of times Shadow Demon players don't take the shard early, even if they should though.
That's probably
I,
true.
I'm
But
gonna
it's
I'm gonna
really
get I'm
strong
gonna
here.
guess that he's gonna try to get it off the 20-minute thing, and if he doesn't get it, he's not gonna buy it. That's just a guess though. I don't know.
Waifu has started an oof.
Waifu
I would
started a
like.
fight too. This is already going to be a 5-on-5 in this
I'm
Radiant
pretty sure they're
jungle.
just supposed to, yeah.
There's a root on Skater. He's slowing on Waifu as well. This could be a disaster. He'll dagger Keshi, but right now this is a win so far for the Dire side. Torrent hits on 2. Good Torrent from Calamity, but Waifu is still just so low. He's
Oh.
juking in the trees. Dire used the ward, giving the vision on the PA, but PA still running away. Dire
Oh.
still see Waifu. They're losing vision on him. However, Battle Hunger still on cooldown, will not be used as a result, so nobody is dead. It's a win so far for Dire, but it's no kills. And now the runes could go the other way, potentially.
I mean, it's so hard for this PA though. Like, I mean, even if she doesn't die here, she's used 2 of her tangos. Like they started Shadow Word. Waifu is dead.
She's dead anyways.
I mean, honestly, I think Waifu probably wants to die there instead of like. It's probably better to die there than to live on 1 HP. But now you give a first blood to a Lone Druid who's like. Oh,
Yeah,
and
that's
he
the
just lost half
trade-off.
his HP.
Oh, that's
He
so
just lost half his
unlucky. That
HP
is
there to
so
Marshall.
unlucky, dude.
And half his mana.
On one thing, well, I mean, how much does the mana really matter on
No,
Lone
it
Druid?
doesn't. It doesn't. But it's
But
fine.
one thing to remember is that he does have a bracer already. Like he has a bracer at the start of lane, and he's playing the bare
Yeah, that's
necessities.
50%. Yeah,
I,
that's
I wanna
50%
I wanna
chance.
watch how much his stats are. Like I wanna watch what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Fox started 6 tangos, and it doesn't matter that Andy lost HP at all. I guess like he can just get pulled a bunch of tangos.
Yeah.
Andy,
It's no fun.
Andy,
Yeah.
you're crow, Andy, you're crow.
Listen, Fox is your support player. This is a 6 tango buying gamer. She's here for the team, not for the individual. So, I know you mentioned the 20-minute Tormentor for SD Shard. Hypothetically, you saw it last time with the Lone Druid. I'm pretty sure Andy got both minute 20 Tormentors last game, so...
Yeah.
And there could be a, play up tempo, control the map, double Tormentor play again. Like, Elodie is so good at it.
One thing I do want to say is Keshi. I'm pretty surprised Keshi got SD. I think every game we've seen Keshi play it, they've been extremely like owning. Like, pretty sure every single time I've seen.
Very good at SD.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every single time I've seen Keshi play this in lads, they have just like slaughtered the game. So, also incredible here with Axe for stacking.
Is Reed at bottom?
they're
He
gonna
blinks
kill
in on PA. Perception is used by Keshi, but it matters not from long range. The last right click brings down Axe.
Man, how did we know that they were gonna do that? They were gonna get the 6-man jackal thingy.
Yeah,
hard.
he just had a salve coming out too, so he really should have been. Really should have been a little more
Fortunate.
careful on read.
How does this mid lane go, by the way? Is it pretty?
It's supposed to be quite Ember favored, but
Oh,
that's
is it really?
it's dependent on you dodging the scream, but it's not very
Oh, I
hard to
see.
dodge scream.
Because you don't go Shadow Strike, and like if you dodge a scream, then really all they can do is
It's
right click
quite
you,
good for
right?
Ember. Yeah, it's quite good for Ember.
Okay,
Like
okay.
what if you land a double slide, or even if you don't go double slide, it's like just hard. Also,
Yeah.
it's fine to go Flame Guard in this lane. Also there's a support trade bottom. It's fine to go Flame Guard in this lane because Quap typically can't break it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I'm seeing what you're saying.
Personally, I do like going Flame Guard, but I can understand why people don't.
Oh, Bloom has a lot of CS so far. There's like a lot of them now, but I guess they both do.
Yeah. It's relatively even, but this is better than it should be going for the Quap. It really like
Yeah.
the lane.
No,
gets worse
after
for the
after
Quap
you
as it
started
goes
talking
on,
about
but
it, it all made sense, you know, because like, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the lane does get worse for Quap, but it also becomes way easier for Quap to just like.
Oh,
go
look
to
mid.
jungle.
You're going both bottom and mid. Mid lane
my
Skater brings down Boom. Bottom lane, both Reed and Chief Doggy are very low. Should be a dead axe though.
No.
Yeah.
Get
it
your
is.
hits.
Oh.
Reed ends up falling in.
They
Look
just
to
get
catch
hit
you slowed right
Six
now.
man.
Dude, I'm not like, I just feel bad, you know, watching it. Like I didn't want to be correct about this, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I didn't want to be right.
I didn't want you to be right either. Don't worry.
So one thing is that now that the lane has gone to favor of Radiant at the start, Dire will never like Axe can get to a point where they can cut very safely, but like Dire will never win the lane anymore. Um,
Yeah. At
especially because
least
he's
gets you some
especially
stack, which is
well,
nice.
especially because Doggy is maxing Shadow Word, which like while not the most mana efficient spell early on, like it kind of turns into a really strong tool early game if you max it. Not actually that big of a fan of this build, but I think it's more acceptable because they have a PA, so like, you know what I mean? They can like at this point the PA's lane is already like secured. Like they should have like free farm for the rest of the lane with the skill build and an advantage. You never know though. You never know what'll happen. Like, oh, your Warlock is saving up for arcane boots. Oh my god. Oh, he has Grimoire too. Guys, I'm kind of guys. This is gonna be a really high level Warlock, I think.
Certainly appears to be the case, yeah.
Nobody look at Andy's denies.
I was literally about to say, dude, Andy has 18 denies. Jesus Christ.
He's here to win the lane, you know. He's got a bear and a hero. He's got double the power, so.
Yeah, it helps
Andy
alone.
Betty is already the best player in the lobby, and there's two of him. So how do you lose?
Yo, guys, look at Andy's Spearbird. It's like pretty cool looking. I like this one.
Oh no, Axe is
like
dead
a
again
foul
bottom.
him.
He's just dead again bottom.
Do trade. And Keshi? Oh, actually,
No. Doggy's
Kechi's gone.
fine if he wants.
Yeah.
He could just walk away. He's. Oh no, Keshi doesn't have mana. Keshi doesn't have mana.
Yeah.
He's totally fine.
I think if you had 4 stacks, you'd be up damage, but not enough.
No. He would. I mean, I think he needed 5. I don't think he was killing with 4. It would be close, but I don't think he had enough with 4. Maybe if he had enough stacks of.
Yeah, 400% would have been enough, but.
Well,
no.
he would need more stacks of menace, is a thing.
Oh yeah. Four might have on the Shadow Poison, but he only had mana for
2.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking like even if he had 4, I think he would need to auto attack him too. He would need to get more stacks with that spell. I think.
You have the on hit damage. We've done this math before, and you were woefully wrong last time too. But like it's again, he has the on hit damage, and multiplies by 8.
I don't think I was woefully wrong until like you can't be woefully wrong about something that like didn't like occur.
We've had this exact conversation about SD poison damage before, though. It's not the first time we've had this conversation.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying you said I was like woefully wrong, but like that doesn't like unless you like went into a lobby and like recorded you doing it, like I'm not like
You just do the
woefully
math,
wrong.
though. You just do math. It's math.
Okay, if you want to write up a spreadsheet for it, you can say I'm woefully wrong.
I would have even accepted that you just said wrong, but I think that's an astronomical claim to make.
I remember last time it was like I think it was an 80 HP hero. It was 3 stacks of poison. You were like, the 3 stacks we have to kill him. That was woefully wrong. I remember we had.
Well, that's like assuming like That's like assuming he did it at the perfect time. Which is like, I don't know.
They're gonna kill Reed
I don't think
again.
Flats players are doing that all the time.
Yeah, Reed's just. What's going on with Reed bottom lane? But he's been doing a lot of dying in the bottom lane.
Oh, Chief Doggy had an uphill miss, so now he steals the Wisdom Rune too.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
This game is over actually.
No. Lone Druid is like.
Yeah. He is gonna kill Calamity.
Or this game's definitely not over. Never mind. Bottom lane, Waifu went for a dive. There's a TP by Crop as well for the kill of Sonic Wave.
Even
so.
barring those kills, like, I mean, Lone Druid is just insanely strong right now, and Andy is insanely farmed. Like, he's #1 net worth on like an extremely OP hero that can like solo run over the game. I think that this hero is. Like, I think all of Andy's team could start feeding right now, and they would still be in the game just because of how strong the Lone Druid hero is when piloted by someone good at it.
There's also
And
part of the
Andy's
reason
good at it.
that I don't like going Mage Slayer on Ember this game, because like, who the fuck cares about anybody but the Lone Druid? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's also like, it's
crop
it's
damage
not
is gonna be
really
kind of
useful.
irrelevant 'cause he's doing so
Crop
well.
dead again
Also,
actually. Never mind.
he tried.
It's not
He
really
actually can get
useful against a lot of their heroes as well.
He
He's
has
going
OP
for it. He's got
and,
slight, but.
Oh, he's not going for the slight.
Oh, that's a lucky
very
rune. That's a
close.
lucky rune though.
That is a nice one, yeah.
It's incredible RNG for Skater. Catchy's probably dead because of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And they're gonna try to. They're kind of trying to fight into it, which is also not correct. This is tough for Blim. The Ember matchup is very, very obnoxious. They're just kind of.
Guys,
really nothing
Warlock
they can
has
do.
6 by the way without using Grimoire already. That's oh, they can steal the stacks too. Oh, they can. Oh.
They have 7 stacks of Grimoire. That's so
Yeah.
much, by the way.
No, this Warlock could like really pop off. I hope he goes Midas. That'd be so based. Oh.
Well, he got
Walking
Axe.
in
Looking
six.
turn
Oh,
things
no.
around right
Ooh,
now.
taking so much
Almost
damage.
dropped. Wyvern's already dead, but at this point, it could be some trades coming forward. Golden Blade brings down Spooky Wish now, 1-for-1 trade. Axe mans up a Warlock as Quap blinks towards the creeps. It should be done our fight now, unless Skater somehow somebody kills Bloom, and that will not happen, I don't think.
Yeah, I will say another problem with going Mage to this game is that it's actually really not effective against that many heroes' damage. The more I think about it, like it's kind of useless against Axe, where like if you're just like a low HP hero and he blinks on you and ults you, right? Like it's like whatever, it does nothing. Like it doesn't really help you if you get Wyvern Curse, which Ember is a prime target for that spell for pretty obvious reasons. Doesn't help you against Andy
Bird
at all.
Skater
Ooh,
in mid
he's
lane.
bird.
I think he's dead, right?
This slow so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a really good gank by Keshi.
Yeah. This is the. I mean, this is kind of what I was thinking when I saw the Dark Willow. Is I was really first of all they went the Bramble Facet, which I don't like as much. But I also every time that I see a Dark Willow, they don't get level 6 for an extremely long time, and also read solo kill waifu. I don't know how it happened.
I did not see that one. I was watching the Dry Camp Radiant side.
I mean, the PA it must have just been no flame to the PA, but it must have just kind of been like they just stayed too long, right? There's no other way that like that has to just be an error on their part.
Yeah, Andy is quite close to his Maelstrom.
Dude, man, Skater's crazy. He just remnants into 3, grabs the rune, and he's manning up now at the haste rune.
Yeah, he's gonna get the
Well,
kill too.
he knows that Wyvern doesn't have ult. He's it's like they actually have like no threat with Wyvern and SDL both on cooldown for him.
He can keep going, by the way. He can just kill
Yeah.
blocks. There's like nothing stopping him.
He's got no limitations. He's unbounded right now.
Yeah.
He's got a double kill. He might even go for a 3rd kill. I don't think he'll get it, but he might go for
This
it.
This is a very classic like lads move. Is I feel like what your mid lane is like losing, and then you're like, oh, we need to go fix the mid lane as a supports, and then you go to the mid lane, and then it just makes everything like way worse. Like
The unfortunate part too is that they actually kind of did fix the mid lane with they like got some good kills, and then like they like are staying, and like you like because like you can't like try to play around the mid lane against an Ember who is like ahead. Like that's like it is like one of the worst heroes because unless you kill him, he also never like he doesn't care if you harass him.
I mean, they're 3 heroes without stuns. Reed is
Yeah.
also really
Yeah, Reed, you can go on row. He's just already dead.
yeah. I mean, it's just it's very easy to do. Like, I mean, I don't even think it's just the lads thing. Like, I think a lot of like support players do this even in like pretty high MMR, because like
yeah. No,
like,
you're right. I agree with you.
You just want to like help, and then it's like, but now it's like Skater isn't gonna really be punished for this Mage Slayer because he's getting it so quick that it, like his build is rewarded a lot. Even if it could have kind of been like suboptimal, it's definitely not that way when you have such a good game.
Good news, Fox at level 6. Bad news, she used her ulti and nearly died.
Yeah. I think Ember is also one of the worst heroes in the game to like let get super accelerated, especially in a lineup like this. Like they have no. I mean, it's pretty much Axe. Axe is the only way to really deal with Ember, and Reed isn't having the best game, and Ember's having a good game, so it's definitely kind of tough.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it seems like this game's really a lot on Andy right now. I mean, luckily Reed's game has recovered a bit, but still no Blade Mail, no Blink Dagger. It's
I mean,
it's an
I
Andy
do think
Bendy game.
yeah, I mean, it's a very good hero for his position. I mean, Reed. To be fair, like Reed's game is good too. Like
Yeah, he's very high level from the kills that he got too.
We're going on Reed right
Nothing
now.
wrong with
Altis have hit Reed. In comes another ulti, the Bedlam from Dark Willow. Reed is 1/3 HP. Skater looks for a slight chance, but gets disrupted by Keshi. That should keep the Axe alive. Keshi, meanwhile, dies to the crits from Waifu. It's already 1 kill. Bloom has Sonic Wave, hits it on 3, but kills nobody. So that's a bunch of spells start with the Radiant team to get 1 support kill and nothing else.
This is also a big issue with Quap is getting to her first item, which is like 90% of the time Dagon. She just doesn't do a lot, and that's just how your hero is. If it falls behind in levels, if it gets countered by items or like has a tough matchup, it just becomes very hard to do anything.
Dude, look at how many
having an
stat.
ulti.
By the way, I think this is the point where you pop it, because like, I think because the amount of XP required to gain levels starts to like go up a lot. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think like.
Yeah. So you'll be getting the most like levels for.
Yeah. You'll be getting the most level for, and I mean you could. I would maybe wait until the next time you would use Rock. Oh, what's up?
Oh, he's in a.
He wants the kill again. Bloom's pretty low. Chains are up
not
in 1.
impossible
Should
to
be a
get
kill.
it.
There we go. It's another
Oh,
kill.
does she have the? Oh, they. Trying to.
Not in
save.
range, not
Yeah.
fast enough. Curse will be there on 2. Warlock might go down, but Ember appears to be absolutely fine. Warlock has the Pavis from, I believe that is the Dark Willow. Or I'm not even sure what at this point. Regardless, he's dead on Warlock. Skater looks to fight, but he's taking away to Andy Bendy damage. He's forced to run to the south side. Keshi his second attack on the poison at this
Totally
point, but
fine.
Keshi's taking the Bedlam. He's inside the root. Andy will use the ulti. Embrace comes in from Fox to save Keshi. It'll be a dead Dark Willow. Ember brings down the Shadow Demon in return. That ended up being a 2-for-2 trade. And we're not
You know
done.
what,
There's
really-
respawning. We're here. X-Mark,
And
Boat,
he needs to-
Torrent,
and he needs to
all
heal
ready
with
to
it there.
go. And he'll end up getting very low very rapidly. He'll
Oh,
fear
he tried
away
to
1, but
roar.
it does not matter. It's a dead Lone Druid. 1 more kill for Skater, X7. Good smoke from Fox's to get that PA dagger. I believe our fight is over unless this ward results in more kills. There's a Radiant side ward here, but it doesn't see Reed.
Reed does have a blink, and they do have Sonic Wave, so I think it's doable. But it is kind of sus.
Oh, that's a blink call, only on 1, but it's the Ember Spirit. Sonic Wave does a lot of damage. Is there a Culling Blade? No, there is not. Good escape by Skater, and now the ulti is dropped on 3 by Chief Doggy. Royal Andy are royally screwed, it appears. A call will hit on 2.
Oh.
He's turning it on Reed with the Embrace, but nobody's dead on either team yet. Dagger hits Reed, Torrent hits Keshi. Keshi's dropping, Reed is dropping, but in comes Andy Bendy. Respawning into the action. Kunkka's the first one to die. The trade will be from Shadow Demon. Now Blinks in. Queen of Pain looking for Spooky Bush. Spooky Bush will blink down by Reed as well. X will result in 1 more kill. Now 2 for 1. Slight chance gets in from Skater, hitting Queen of Pain once again, but Bloom blinks to the north side. That should be another fight. A 2-for-1 win for Royal Andy.
He does have a full Gleipnir now on Andy, which going from Maelstrom to Gleipnir is, just an obscene difference, especially in terms of stats. But I do think Royal Andy is giving way too much over to the Skater team here. They've kind of been, they've kind of just been in the mid lane for the past, 8 minutes or something, and that's, exactly what an Ember who maxes Sleight of Fist.
Well, also like they're, I mean,
chains wants.
honestly, this is like going not that bad for them considering they're like just constantly 5v5 being Kunkka, Warlock, Dark Willow,
Yeah.
Ember. Like it's like,
I do think Chief
yeah.
Doggy has. I think he's overstayed his grimoire.
yeah, I think the
I mean, surely,
'Cause, like, if he-
eventually he'll use it, right? Surely.
well, I mean, eventually, of course, eventually he'll use it, but it's more like, it's just not, it's just the value on it
he
is
doesn't
not
have
going
a
up.
facet. He doesn't have
yeah.
a facet.
Is
completely.
there-
Like, well, like think about it this way, Batcher. If he had used it last fight, he would have a point he would have a point in E. He could have the 10 talent or more points in E, and probably his ultimate. Like, he probably would have had level 2 Golem too, which are like these are like pretty substantial differences,
I
especially the
totally
level 2
agree,
Golem.
But I'm at the point now where I'm kind of seeing, is this man here to cultivate as many charges as possible? Is there a max number of
I mean, I
charges for his
respect
item?
it. I respect the game. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I can understand why he'd want to, but I think that it's like, yeah.
I mean, just
I mean,
use
I think it's just
just
fun to
level two
watch the.
ulti is
I think
just,
it
like,
is just
so
fun to watch the number
yeah.
go up, so I don't blame them for that. But strictly if we're talking about just like winning the game, like
they're
like there's been a lot of
massively
fights where he
dominant,
could have been like level 12.
and
It's
he's
4
not overwhelmed.
TP's mid lane. They want Andy Bendy. The tower has fallen, but it's vengeance time. X mark.
very
But the
tanky.
boat
He's a
only hits the
very
hero.
tanky.
Curse onto the call. It's Ember. This could be a disaster. Dagon against Skater. Skater. Little remnant. Spooky Bush goes down. Calamity's running to the northwest side. It's Keshi. Finds Skater. The call is up in 1. It's not even needed. Bloom brings down Skater. Ulti is dropped down 3 from Chief Doggy. But Reed is just so tanky. He's calling 2. Meanwhile, Bloom brings down Calamity back to Chief Doggy and Waifu. They're running, but they've been caught. Waifu
Yes,
accepts he's going to die. He'll blink it for kills. Finds 1. Gets called down by Reed. Fox dies, but one more call for Reed. Double kill for Axe. The tower might bring. No, the uphill mischance keeps Reed alive. And that'll be a full 5-man whip, a 5-for-2 win for Royal Andy.
One thing that's really, like great. I don't want to play the PA too much, but like I think like PA and Warlock are kind of like griefing a little bit. Not to be mean, but like I think it's like this is like really fucked up. Like to not using the Grimoire because they keep team fighting, and he could just be like level like 12 or 13. Like he could have had cast level 2 Golem twice already, and also PA keeps going to fights and like. There's just zero, like, they're playing PA, like, they don't need to fight at all. Like, like I think this PA should just go farm, like, 3 or 4 items and try to, like, because it's not like it's, like, outside, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you pick PA, just, like, go, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't fight, go farm.
I also, like, the part of the reason that I think LD is so strong, I mean, it's like, yeah, your ulti gives you 10 armor, but what a lot of people forget is that you also get the Demolish passive, which gives you 33% magic resistance when you ulti.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, not only are you gaining, like, just an obscene amount of stats and, like, HP and...
Oh, also no Vessel, by the way, and no Sheepish, no anti-healing, like, for against Lone Druid, who's, like, yeah.
He even got the People's Gift, like...
Ooh, Skater dodges the call. At this point, Chief Doggy will be the next target, but he's only slowed, not
He has a
stunned.
Blade on Reed. He's like, because of these fights that have happened, and because they were like slightly behind in XP and stuff, Reed is now like almost level 15, and Andy is level 15.
This Andy Bendy guy is turning into not just a problem. This is an absolute catastrophe, even a calamity, one might say, and I'm concerned at this point. I did say that it was going to be an Andy Bendy game, and well, he's at your high ground. He is inevitable. It's an Andy Bendy game right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think Andy is playing really well, but I also, like, they're not really, like, buying items to deal with Lone Druid either. Like, I think Kunkka could have got, like, a Crimson Guard, and it would help his team quite a bit. I think, like, I don't think Mage Slayer's doing anything for them against him, and they...
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Blade Mail on Kunkka.
Dude, Warlock needs to use the Grimoire. I can't keep looking at this. It's actually, like, mentally bothering me a
Ooh,
little bit.
missed call, Blade Mail.
Yeah, off the mark on both targets. Wanted both, but found neither. Gleipnir finds Skater into the fear, into a response. Warlock Golem. PA blinks in, now walks away, back to detection, blinking by Bloom, and Dagon will bring down Skater. Is it time for more to die? Ulti on 2 from Fox. Spooky Bush is very low, and he brings him down. And now, buyback from the Willow. Embrace is there. The Lone Druid Bear is being run down by Reed. Calamity's low. Buyback from Dark Willow. Buyback from the Ember Spirit. Dagger in. Blink in by Waifu to bring down Cash. Gets 1 counter kill at long last. But we need more for those 2 buybacks. The move. Perhaps Andy Bendy has. Wait a minute. Bloom brought down Calamity. I'm not even sure what's that dagger damage. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh,
Regardless,
Corset
PA gets
Roots.
rooted. The blink call. Goodbye, waifu. One more culling blade for Big Reed. Now Skater is in the back lines, but he's got no buyback. He's low on remnants. He's very, very careful. Spooky Bush will die back as well. Skater runs to the river, but that's not your base. You have no friends here. How do you leave? You simply don't. You just die. That's a dieback for Skater X7. From bad to worse. And look at your high ground. There's not just one bear. There's two bears. And now there's no longer a warlock. Okay, he's fine.
He finally used it.
Yeah.
Did he use it
Yeah.
before or after the rock, by the way? I actually wasn't
I'm
paying
not
enough attention.
sure, but this is tough. It's also the Winter Wyvern. I mean, it's just nice with our heroes as well. I think. I mean, obviously you can stop any engage with your ulti, but like these heroes just have so much raw HP to heal, and then the damage is already really low from Radiant. So you know, when you're like healing half the damage you're taking, there's no Spirit Vessel, there's nothing to reduce it. It's Manus 100 is like super unchecked. He now has a disperser, so it didn't even have to get the shard to have a dispel.
Yeah, I mean the game is just kind of like.
What, like almost 70 agility now?
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a mission for both of you. This is a hard mission, but hear me out. I want you two to not say the word like for the rest of the night. I want to see if you can do it. I want to see who cracks first.
I might try. I might
I
not.
want to see who cracks
sure.
first between the two of you.
I'm not really that invested in trying for that tonight, Badger. But
I want you to be. I want you to be invested. I want you to be.
hey, I have not been saying you know what I mean?
You did not. The Roho was saying it anyways.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Badger. Right? I'm already like.
I'm
pretty sure
blaming you on that
I'm pretty
one.
sure I haven't said that phrase outside of me using it to explain that I haven't said it. This entire cast, right? That's actually really good numbers.
I know
Badger.
it is. I know.
You can't ask me to fix two things at the same time. That's inhuman.
Okay,
right?
there's
Let
a
me,
phrase. It's a
let
phrase.
me fix one at a time.
Excelsior. You know, it's about going higher and ever higher. You know, and that's.
Yeah,
I
I'm
need
going
you to go
higher by not saying.
I need you to be as high as Snoop Dogg, bro. As high as Snoop Dogg.
Alright, bro, I gotta go pick up some weed then, bro. Alright, listen, next
Go
cast,
ahead.
next cast.
We'll see. Edith goes to Andy Dandy, blink call on Reed, fine Spooky Bush. Goodbye, Dark Willow. Oh dear, that's a lot of damage. Chief Doggy tries to TP with the Glimmer Cape, and it will work because again, no one in Lads buys Dust.
Yeah, yep. I'm looking at Kunkka, just the casual stick, not even a wand. Just a casual stick. Skater actually holding Dust, but obviously not there. I'm kind of doing a melee hero Dust check right now.
This is why Skater's the champion, though.
Dark Willow should carry Dust too, because Dark Willow like is kind of like Dark Willow a lot of times is like walking into the fight a little bit. So
Yeah, I mean also just having Dust to like. Oh, I said it.
Andy does not have Dust on the bear, by the way. Just putting that out there.
Andy, you're supposed to be better than that, Andy.
Yeah.
I
Reed does not have
expect more
Dust.
from him.
I think Dust is definitely more useful than a Bracer, so you know.
I do like that. Waifu.
Bloom has Dust. Bloom
bot
has Dust. Good for Bloom.
Orb of Corrosion. It's a nice, it's a
Yeah.
nice small way to reduce regen, but it's not. It's not enough, I would imagine.
Wait, that thing reduces by 20%? That's actually not terrible.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's underrated, I think, a little bit, but.
The only thing is, like, I kind of don't like
Oh,
that
that's
PA
your
has it
blink
because they should just be
call.
farming.
It
But
is
it was probably good in
time-
lane.
Wait, Radiant are alive. Never mind. I thought Radiant were about to die.
The other thing that's really annoying about this like type of Lone Druid gameplay is that killing the bear is like not even that useful.
Yeah.
Well,
Also,
here comes Andy Bendy, fearing away too. They're trying to kill his bear. Blinking by Waifu. Fan has to bring it up, but it's like, oh, counter blink by Reed. Calling Blade misses. Fox goes down first, and Waifu blinks away. They have not killed the PA. Meanwhile, Andy Bendy will finally lose one life. So it's a dead Rax, but in return, one life lost on LD and no lives left on Wyvern. Skater chains up two, looks for a kill on Keshi, but a call again from Reed. Keshi is low, Reed is low. Andy Bendy's fighting in the high ground. Sandy is against the PA and the Kunkka. Lone Druid, at long last, has fallen. The trade will be for Skater, who's brought down by Bloom, Keshi, and Reed. Now it's a call. Oh no, it's not a good play for the Claw. The Claw will kill everybody, but instead she's the one who's dying. That's 4 kills now for the Radiant side of Skater X7. Keshi somehow survived the fight. It cost you 2 racks, but at least there's one team fight win for Sine Pari.
I respect Bloom's game, but this Eternal Shroud buy is one of the most grief things I've ever seen. Why is he doing this?
Wait, he's buying a what now?
An eternal shroud.
Huh.
Do you want to give your thoughts, Jim?
I don't know. I'm just kidding. 1 second. Someone is DMing me and they're confusing me.
I'm always good at devil's advocate. Let's do it. So, okay, why
switched
is
it.
he buying? Okay, never
switched
mind.
it.
Good, good, good. I did not want to.
That's the nice part about the vote boosters. You can switch it. You don't have to live it as a lobster for all your life.
He is ascended from lobster all the way to king crab.
This break is really nice from waifu. I mean, it's pretty much one of the only ways that they're able to kill Andy. Like Heshi is like these supports are like insanely farmed
Yeah.
on Royal Andy. It's probably one of the bigger issues in the game. Fox is close to surpassing Calamity and Ever.
Like, Kashi and Fox are supposed to be like their teams like low more players, right? But they're like kind of both like owning like every game. And Fox like isn't Fox like Divine or something? They're Divine 5, right?
No,
Like,
Fox is definitely immortal. There's no way Fox is not immortal. There's no, because Fox used to be immortal. There's
well,
no way
might
she
have used
also
to be immortal, but I'm pretty sure she did. Because at one point I saw her with Divine.
Yeah, but everybody's
was not
being
long ago.
MR though. There's no like top lane. Reed's actually dead. Sonic Wave onto
This was not-
Bloom cleans things up, and he wants a third kill. Glimmer Cape from Chief Dog.
Oh, he has the dust, but it's not in
Wait,
his...
okay, he's got the secret shop. He can slot in, he can slot in, he can slot in. He is not slotted in. Instead,
he did buy the offering.
he's just
I mean,
fine.
there's just no way there's damage for this. I guess Skater is here, but yeah, actually
It's
Skater
possible.
being here.
He's tanking multiple boats.
Yeah, Viper
He's
as
dead.
well. I thought that the Skater was like one of the Radiant heroes, or one of the Dire heroes, but they're actually just walking up to the high ground.
It's because he's
It's
red.
also nice, the disperser for Andy, he can just do this. If there's an upheaval, he can just disperse it through it any sense of the ball.
So he's got two different dispels then. He's ready to go.
Yes. He also should have taken Savage Work cooldown.
Oh, Skater's so screwed. He is so screwed right now.
Nice dodge, actually.
Wait, no, Skater. Where's
Maybe
Skater's
he's
run?
not
Then?
screwed actually.
It's in his face. He's fine.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
Oh, he doesn't have
should-
mana. He doesn't have mana because
Oh
he waited
no,
he waited too long.
Skater will tank the call. That'll be a culling blade eventually.
But- oh.
Correction not even needed, but the trade might be for Andy Bendy. He's embraced, but it's just too late. And now, with both big
without,
cores down,
ooh,
it's
my
chaos. X-Mark onto Reed. He's torrented up. Fox is low. Keshi is low. The curse will be there, but only on one. If the dead Wyvern, it'll be a dead SD. Reed will attempt to get away, but no blinking. We'll try to break it once again. Torrent will be well off the mark. Meanwhile, Keshi is trying to do the Glimmer
Not
Cape.
living.
Surely he won't live. Surely he won't live. He's actually living. Where is your detection, people? Wait, never
Oh,
mind.
no.
PA's got
Oh,
this.
no.
PA's got this. Oh, no.
Smoke us?
Wait, Keshi, come on, Keshi, you got this.
Oh, no.
He does not have this.
There's now a Satanic on waifu, too. It's like a huge issue. A Nemesis Curse as well is like the best item you could possibly get
Yeah.
for a PA.
They have funneled a lot of gold into P. Oh, I was gonna say I think unless PA buys a rapier, none of this really matters. But PA's buying a rapier. Oh my god, I love waifu after seeing this. Oh my god.
I actually
this is-
I actually don't think waifu has to. I'm pretty sure they can just go BKB. But
I think that. I think
I mean, these fights
being
are already
down.
going
I think
pretty
being
well.
down 2
Like that-
racks
like-
is like.
like
it's
PA
gonna be
wasn't even in
really-
that last fight.
Yeah, but like they're just gonna be like kind of stuck on their side all the time. Like, I don't really like they haven't broken a single tier 2. Like their map is just so bad that I think like you should just buy rapier and try to like 1v9 it. I
I don't think you have to. It's like 3k gold diff. I really think you can just go BKB because your biggest problem is getting like
it's not really.
called, you know.
I guess. I mean, the thing is, if you lose one fight, you lose the game anyway. So like, is BKB really helping you?
I think so.
Blink
more
Call
than
finds
Rapier.
PA, but again,
Yeah.
she has Satanic. She's pretty tanky. BKB from Reed, terrorize on Lone Druid and his bear. At this point, it's a pretty spread out fight. Boats are on the way. Waifu's being kited around, but once again, can't heal because of the embrace from Fox. So now blink over to Andy Bendy, but it's a hard time fighting. Andy Bendy Fox will be our first death of the fight, but actually they're kiting on Andy very nicely. That's one more fan of knives. It's a stun on Andy, but a call from Reed. Is it a save? No, it is not. Sonic Wave is just too late. Dire, Royal Andy are collapsing. It is regicide afoot right now. Keshi will try to get away. Once again, Invis. But this time, surely they'll dust him. They perked this dust. They'll bring down the Demon of Shadows. That'll be a 4-for-0 rout. Royal Andy, perhaps they're crumbling.
They're definitely tossing a bit.
They did take a fight without Bloom really being there. Also,
I think
Bloom's build is kind of tough because if Bloom gets caught by literally anything, like a torrent, like a rock, like a root, which is really easy, he can just die because he doesn't
Well,
have Shivas.
I think Dire's over because I think that Dire need they need to be taking fights with more order because like they need to like Fox needs to be started like they need to have their supports in safer positions before the fight starts. Like these fights are kind of starting with like the supports like in vision and like readily you know what I mean? Like this is like
Yeah, they're
you
starting in the worst possible way.
yeah
You waste curse and
yeah
Fox
yeah and
too.
they have two like save supports like you can't like start fights where your save supports can be like attacked. Like you need to like they need to be hiding.
Yeah,
Which I'm not really
but
sure how much is Dire's fault
Bloomsville
for
is
their
also
team fights or
not.
their individual play.
Bloomsville is not good until he like gets this next item. He
Yeah,
needs
yeah,
this
because
next
the off
item.
three is literally doing nothing till he's BKB, right? He can't like it's just like
Yeah,
it's just
essentially.
he's just farming faster.
I would have really liked if I think Bloom's build was supposed to be Dagon into maybe Kaya, but Ags. The Ags is really good this game, and then you buy Shivas with BKB. As a quad player, the Ags feels very good, and I think this game specifically, it's
No, no, I'm
you
with
know yeah.
I'm with you. It looks really good here.
Oh, look at how early this Roshan respawn is. That's about a 9-minute respawn. Maybe a little bit
Yeah.
a hair under 9 minutes, and I believe
It was
Chief Doggy spotted this.
no, it was like 1:15. I saw the timer when it went out. You know what I mean? Like
This is
It-
also
No,
obviously
I read the
still
clock.
early.
There's no way. There's no way it was one. It was one. There's actually no way.
Okay.
I can read clocks.
Also, Calamity, like not only is Bloom's like build pretty difficult until he gets this BKB, also Calamity has pipe, which this quad build is and it's you literally only deal damage through Sonic Wave, the pipe. The rest of it is even. Bloom does finish the BKB, but now you have Aegis on waifu.
Yeah,
And he's also committing to going butterfly, and PA is going to have an MKB at like the same time that he finishes it.
That is awkward. That's actually quite the awkward timing.
I do think Andy was supposed to just go for the MKB. I understand the butterfly, but there's actually so much magic damage that's like.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I don't think this is the item. But honestly, I think Dire's items are not such a big deal anymore. I think they need to like just like because I think they have good tools to win team fights at this point in the game versus Radiance heroes. Like I think like Radiance heroes are really like they have like 2 heroes who are like actually doing meaningful damage. And they need to protect their, you know what I mean? Like
yeah. Also, Skater's inventory is like giving me. I just need everybody to look at Skater's inventory. It's giving me like anxiety.
Oh,
Skater. That's too many items. The problem is, okay, I've made a statement before that carry players are very bad at backpack management, and Skater traditionally is a carry player. So, yeah, you look at this QB, does not need to be there. Even this Juan can probably go at this point, but
Skater's also just walking up to the high ground. I mean, I think that they're behind him, so it is fine. It's a little bit of a bluff.
yes, look at the dire vision. They see PA. They see PA. They know PA's out there.
And he's also he's gonna try to solo tormentor this, and he's gonna get the wisdom in. It looks like he can do it without ulti. Kind of close. But this is really nice, as long as he doesn't get caught. Oh, Skater actually. Oh. No.
There are some. Wait, he's just has forced to BKB. He's just literally forced to BKB. Warlock like does have ulti.
He already, yeah.
I don't think Andy lives this. Mostly because he's already dead at this point. So unless he can make it a kill on the way out, but yeah, there's no way, right? There's no way he just walks away from that, right? Okay, he died.
Oh, he died to his bear dying. That's right.
Oh, the bear. I see.
I was confused as to how he died as well, but I think Skater killed the bear and then I did lethal damage.
Yeah, 797 damage from the bear dying.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Skater just got BKB and put it in. One more second and Eddie would have gotten that kill, and then probably doesn't TP out. But he still has a lot of resources. but it's tough. Like Waifu's getting an MKB before Andy finishes the butterfly. I think Andy. I think he should have been a little more like. I think he should be paying a bit more close attention to how he uses Savage Roar, and I also think he should have taken the Savage Roar cooldown. Because that spell is just so good this game for the dispel and fearing. The 7 seconds is a lot.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, oh.
Radiant's
I
bottom
got.
tower
I know he's buying MKB. I thought for a second he was buying Rapier. I saw Demon Edge. I'm like, wait, is he a Rapier? No, I don't know. I'm thinking. I want it to be a Rapier more than it actually was a Rapier. Let's put it that way.
top tower is under attack.
These are two pretty heavy scaling mid laners though, so I mean it's kind of nice for Bloom. I mean Bloom is way more than likely to end up hitting the 25 and also getting into his Ags or really whatever he wants to buy.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
That being said, I mean Ember just does a lot with gold, so
So someone see what Keshi's doing bottom lane right now.
Worthy
He's just actually getting buildings. He got the T3 tower, and he's gotten a third of the HP on the range Rex.
that's pretty base. Is he just disrupting himself?
Yeah. Like, these are not
That's
very strong
crazy.
illusions. These are very weak illusions, actually. And yet, they're still doing damage. Ever so slowly. It's like erosion, you know? A little bit at a time.
And he has to, and he's gonna sell something off his bear, I think, to try and get butterfly. The smoke is really awkward. I guess I think that Radiant is smoked.
I do like the smoke in that PA's age is about to run
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
and Radiant. One thing is they need to have a good. They need to put a good ward up at the start of the fight. Do they? Fox has two.
Ooh, if they can jump Skater, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Looking at
Doesn't
both
look
teams,
good.
both teams have very limited information, but this Radiant Ward sees a little bit at the very least. I think they know Keshi's in the backlines. Skater runs forward, call, hits on creeps. They see Reed on the wave. And they see the bear as well. Killing the bear is huge if they can do it. But instead, they'll never mind. Thought they would go for Keshi. But Keshi is once
Keshi pops
again
his own
Houdini. He's juking light at that ninja gear. He's now glimmered on up. They dust him. He's still fine. He's got Blink in 3. He'll live
He's
for
so
3.
fast.
Meanwhile, on the south side, Bloom is hunting towards the Radiant side of the river. But the Radiant are no longer there. They're on the dire side of the river, to this northwestern area.
They have the
So
odds too.
it is very limited information right now. It is chaos. And look at Keshi. He's just fine again.
I do want to see, like Jim said, the supports get up like a good ward at the start of the fight. I think they
Yeah.
both have good positioning tools, and that's like
Oh, Andy's just This is kind of
Yeah.
this was my concern for the other team.
he's gonna just keep hitting it.
Yeah.
He can dispel a lot of things.
He's so
it's a
dead,
little
though. He's
retarded.
so dead.
I mean, a big thing is that like it did cost him therefore. This was kind of, yeah. I mean, well, I think Radiant is still in this game. It's hard to play in this kind of position against heroes like Lone Druid,
Oh my god.
especially.
Spooky Bush has a Wind Waker.
Spooky
Dark
Bush
Lord.
has a oh. I don't know if I like this or not. I'm actually gonna think about this.
All
I mean,
I'll
I
make
don't-
the case. You can
Eh,
make
no, I
your-
kinda
your
like
call
it,
allies,
'cause-
yeah.
Yeah.
Although it is being played into Demonic Purge, which should be probably considered.
Yeah.
I think I like it less. Against
Yeah. It's
the good old D Purge.
it has really high good potential, but well, wait, does it? Okay, let's say that Axe calls someone. If you Wind Waker, it immediately gets purged. Do they go back to hitting Axe or no?
I believe so.
Okay, it's a little less good because like if he like calls someone, you can just preemptively purge. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's actually it's not as good as I
Also,
thought.
you kind of have an opportunity to just do that onto Waifu right now if you want to be cheeky, but there's no smoke on Reed, so it's really hard during daytime to make that jump. Trying.
Well, more barracks have died. Now both teams are down at least one set of racks. The mid racks dying.
Keshi's
Gator.
trying to cook, but Keshi may die for. No.
Oh yo,
Skaters
Bloom, go hit their buildings. Bloom, go hit their buildings.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Bloom right now. Meanwhile, Skater's still in the dire
He
high.
can
keeping back
he can
on-
force them all home. He can force them all home.
He's forced one
did
back.
force one.
Skater, wait,
And he's
Skater just
keeping
got
into the
blasted. I looked away for a second, and Skater just died instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now look, Chief Doggy,
Oh.
his TP has been canceled. That'll be 2 dead. Empress buyback does Warlock. He does. So they will both have buyback to play with, but you lose some big heroes. And you still have Equilibrium in 2 lanes. Of course, with no glyph, we know what time it is. It's time to run it on down, finish the megas, and at least force some buybacks here.
That's what you ideally want to do. It's kind of hard though. Waifu's not quite at the level 25, which also not quite at BKB. He doesn't want to sell the orb, rather have buyback. That makes sense. But it does make it much harder to stop this barracks from going down. No shard on Calamity. Does have a Shivas though. Oh, he's
was I
just going
thinking
in
about?
on Andy.
Here we go. It's Andy Bendy time.
Oh my god.
It's Andy Bendy time.
Well,
Buyback from Ember. Buyback
mission
from Warlock.
accomplished.
It's defense time. Vengeance time. Call it PA. We're tired of Satanic, but again, the Allied Glimmer keeps her alive. Now she'll man up with the Satanic, with Satanic, healing on up to bring back the Lone Druid. Curse is there on 2 for the retreat. Reed is incredibly low, though. He's just stuck with the Ogre Shield Totem, and now Wyvern looking for it on as well, so it's 3 dead. Lone Druid does not have buyback, but you're playing down Megas, and they do not know that Lone Druid does not have buyback.
mission accomplished, I would say.
And they'll kill Keshi as well. It's actually 4 dead, but 3 of them do have buyback.
I like that. I like that.
Guma's gonna try to look for a cheeky snipe on Calamity.
I really like that Waifu immediately ran mid and is like, hey, let's try to like end this here. They cannot get megas, so I
He
hope
killed
they don't
Skater!
even bother.
He killed Skater!
Oh,
He killed Skater! A
Skater
dieback
went-
on the
oh.
Ember Spirit! What a big play from Bloom! That might have
Yeah.
saved things.
And he's
Well,
gonna hit the wave too. They can't
I don't-
do anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know if Radiant would have won here, but they had an actual chance, and I don't think they have a chance anymore. I think game's over.
He gets away from the torrents! Oh, Bloom is styling. He's gonna die for this, but it's so worth it. It is just so worth it. And now look at PA. She is stuck. She has
Oh,
no
no.
friends. She has no team, and now she has got no life. Warlock is here. But what can Warlock possibly do?
Oh,
or
no,
no,
you don't
the
wanna-
Satanic is enough. That's a dieback on Keshi. Mei Waifu can do it. Bloom now buys back. Reed is bought back into the game. We're playing 4v4. However, there's only one problem. Lone
base.
Druid has returned.
Look at Radiant's base. I mean,
I am
they
looking at the
can't. They
base.
can't all be here. They can't all be here. They're gonna lose.
1 tier 4 is already low on the Radiant base, but PA's Rapier. I think she'd win the base race. Does Andy have BOTs? He does not.
No, she's not winning the base race. She's not winning the base.
So Dire, their base is still somewhat fine. The Radiant base is collapsing. Chief Doggy is dead. Not like I'm wrong. PA blinks in, cleaving the damage. That's a dead Reed buyback. Meanwhile, the Radiant T-Force, they're both dead. Ancient's under attack. Lone Druid is low. Look at the Radiant throne. Half
TP's
HP.
back.
They're TPing back. Lone Druid is dead. That's a dieback. The throne. 500 HP. But they're going for Dyrus as well. Wyvern, Queen of Pain, trying to defend. The
creeps
creeps, they're
are-
just too much. The Radiant base has collapsed. And game 1 goes to Royal Andy.
Yeah, I Radiant had a chance there. I think if they left one hero in base, but there's because yeah, that was kind of that was a really hype game. It was actually kind of sad for me the way Radiant lost. Even though I was rooting for Dire, I was like, oh shit, are they gonna make the comeback? My heart was conflicted in rooting for a comeback and rooting for Andy's team.
We got our money's worth on that
That
one.
was a slogfest. A lot happened.
We got our money's worth on
A
that
lot
one.
unpacked.
We got a rapier. We're almost like that was a good one.
Yeah, if this had a glyph, I think Radiant might have won that. Lucky you do though. Holy. You know, it's funny. That game was starting off. We were thinking, oh, it's a Lone Druid game. Lone Druid's got this. Game's over. But the graph from that second half onwards, a lot more exciting than Lone Druid simply taking everything. Oh me, oh my. If you're, man, if you're this skater side, that's an emotional roller coaster. How do you recover from that one?
No, I think you should feel good. You almost came back after being
Yeah,
down. Like
probably.
they almost came back from what was like honestly like a super loss. position. Like, you know what I mean? Like they, I think you shouldn't feel too like you should feel good that you almost came back there. I mean, I don't know how they are feeling, but like if that was me, I'd be like, honestly, guys, that was a great run.
You know, Skater, this team name, it means without equal. But there is one thing that's stronger than that, and that is unfortunately the Dire Creeps. Now they are without equal.
The I'm gonna go say hi to Real Andy really quick.
You could do that. I guess I'm gonna cut to a break. My name's Badger, joined by Rojo and Jim. We'll see you for game 2 of Royal Andy versus Sine Pari in a few minutes. Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. I Badger back for game number 2 of the series between Royal Andy and Sine Pari. I am once again joined by the most usual of suspects, the official Royal Andy co-caster, former DPC player, 10k MMR, deadlock expert, and many other titles. It is Salacious C, Lion 62, aka Strawberry Shark, aka Salvate 737, aka Rook, aka Jim. How you doing, Jim?
Chilling.
So you were in temporarily the Royal Andy War Room after their Game 1 roller coaster victory. What was the environment like in their Discord after the Game 1 win?
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. I don't think they were like, oh, awesome, like we played amazing in the sense that like, I think they probably know that like, hey, we threw the game a bit, but like I think that they seemed fine. They seemed like they were having a jolly time. So I would say, uh, decently happy but not ecstatic. That was the impression I got.
I think it's a perfectly fine level of motion to be at. As it currently stands, we are already in the draft, of course. We're doing bans and picks as one does in the pick ban phase. Earth Spirit, surprise, surprise, banned out. It is the permaban against Breezyar, Sniper, SD, SK, all banned out as well. Tree Prot, Centaur, Witch Doctor, Monkey King also banned. 8 pick was Rubik this time because the SD was banned, and 9 pick again. It is the Kunkka. It's more Kunkka. 9 pick by Skater.
Yeah, this hero is really good. They should ban out Lone Druid though. Like, yeah.
They
If
should,
if they don't,
will they?
yeah. One thing is, I'm kind of assuming that they just plan on picking this pause 3 again, and like, I think Kunkka is really strong on 3 and has a really, like, he lanes well into most things, like, really well, but Lone Druid is one of the heroes who can kind of just, he can kind of just walk at him. So very good call. Notably he had a pretty tough start to his game last game, but I think laning into Lone Druid with first blood is also pretty, it's hard for me to really flame them. That's a hero that's already very strong in lane, even if they're not starting with like an extra item basically.
I
So
do agree with the sentiment that Kunkka should buy Shard. There's no way you play 40 plus minutes of a game with
yeah.
Kunkka and
Oh,
don't buy
okay.
the Shard.
There's I think we're
There's
all
no
on the
excuse
same
for that
page
one.
there.
Yeah. The Shard is simply too strong. Bristleback. We got owned by this hero in our quads game.
Yeah, this hero is sneaky, bro. It's a sneaky one. Forget about him and they pick Bristle, but I don't really. I'm not that big of a fan of really picking Bristle.
No, yeah. With Kunkka as
Also,
well, but
Also, presumably you're just showing like 2 cores right now, like that are like kind of like, it's just not. Not loving this idea.
yeah. I could see a world in which you just go I don't know, do you just pick like
Well,
Doom or
doesn't
something here? You know, or like
yeah. Well, I could see like oh, Primal Beast. There we go. Very strong hero against
that
Bristleback
is yeah.
at
that
like
does make
every
sense.
point in the game, pretty much. Yeah. Notably, I'm pretty sure that Keshi plays Hoodwink, don't they? They could pick that as well. Oh no, it's
True.
probably no, it's probably
probably
Rubik.
Keshi Rubik,
It's Rubik.
yeah.
It's yeah. Oh, a little surprised they didn't pick Wyvern here, by the way.
Yeah, they don't want to run back the Wyvern.
Yeah, well, it's like Wyvern is really good against Bristleback, like at kind of like every point.
Mhm.
Yeah. Little surprised. Maybe they just didn't feel they. Yeah, I'm kind of curious if Fox just didn't want to play Wyvern again, or like they didn't feel they performed, but I don't know. Kind of surprised they didn't pick Wyvern. It's amazing into Bristle. Dark Willow again in the game. Okay. I'm kind of just assuming already that this is Kunkka 3, Dark Willow 4 again, and then Bristleback is maybe theoretically a flex between 1 and 2, but I'm gonna kind of assume it's pause 1 as well.
Yeah, more than likely. I don't even know what they're supposed to do here. I mean, I feel like the redeem draft here is like this is just a weird pick. You have to kind of
Yeah,
commit
I
to
mean,
something.
I think the moment they picked Bristleback super, I will say I actually don't think Venge is very I don't think Venge is particularly good into Bristle.
Yeah,
Like
I would
it's like
agree.
whatever, but even past that, they already have PB.
They-
Like
They
you
did
go, Rojo?
save reserve time for the 17, notably. So they've got some to burn.
Maybe they're just. It could be one of those things where everyone is like shouting out different ideas. You know, like I don't really. I only know. I only really know Skater on that team. I haven't really spoken
Yeah.
much
I wonder
or
if
at
you're.
all with a lot of them.
My inclination is that you're supposed to actually pick a carry here, but maybe you just want to play a 5.
I don't. Well, I just don't know where this Bristleback is planning on going. Like, they're. You know
Oh.
what I mean?
I don't hate that. I actually don't really like that very
No,
much.
no, no.
But
I think it sounds good into
my
Primal Beast.
instinct was Razor. I thought Razor would be interesting, but it can struggle, I guess, into bench one.
Yeah. Well, I think Ursa into Venge. Like this is already looking. They
Well, and
already have very good
Primal Beast
tools.
has like infinite reason to rush Agnons, right? And then it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
So we
It's kind of.
saw Big Dave playing Bristol Sup the other night. Is this a Bristol Sup game or what?
I think that's like kind of like when I used to play like where to support on other lads teams where like you can make anything look really good no matter how weak it is at the moment just because of like if you're better than people in the lobby. I I don't think bristleback support is a real thing. I I know I know that it's been played by a few players, but like it's not. I don't know. I don't think I'm not a believer.
So you're saying Tide Hunter.
So I'm saying Tide Hunter.
Tide Hunter, middle lane.
Oh yeah. And this is the other
Yeah.
issue with going
Do you
this.
think
is
I'm do you
that
think I'm
you
being
just
too
pick
unfair to the Bristol support Rojo or
No, I don't think it's very good. But I can understand times when you would want to play it. Like, in theory, if you were against something like I could see you like completely like running over like a Doom or something. You know what I mean? And
yeah?
because the minus armor.
I'm
But
looking at it in Dota 2 Pro Tracker. It actually a positive win rate, but not with very few games. Like
yeah, yeah. I
not a
mean,
lot of games.
you would have to like.
I kind of want to
It
try
would
this
have
in
to
a
be a
pub though
bad.
later.
It would have to be a bad Bristol game with a good matchup.
Yeah.
Is probably because realist. But I mean, it is a bad Bristol game, so maybe you do. I don't know.
I'm gonna be with you. I just want to talk about Tide Hunter. I just like talking about Tide.
If we get Tide Hunter in the game better, I think there will be arguably more reason for it.
I just
Um,
like Tide.
That's fair.
I'm curious what they're cooking up on Royal Andy. I would have to assume that it's a Reed hero, but maybe there's a Breezy R hero that's crazy.
I mean, hypothetically, yeah, it's like again, it seems like it probably should be Breezy R PB's very good PB player, but I'm pretty sure that Reed also plays it. So they have a
Reed is good at
flex.
Primal Beast. I just don't think it makes as much sense. I feel like it's got a good setup to be mid lane this game. It has good supports to play with. It can't really struggle and match up that much. You don't really want to play PB against like Dark Willow on the side lane.
Okay, what if it's actually a 23 pick and a hero?
It could be if Reed wants to play the soft lane Razor, but I'm also similarly not a fan.
Like this Reed guy, he plays he plays doesn't play these mean heroes like Razor, but he could.
He could also play the Venge, you know. It could be a Fox hero last. They could bring out the Wyvern. It's even better now.
Certainly
Yeah,
possible.
true.
It is not banned.
Does Reed play Venge though? Oh, it could also still be theoretically Reed Primal Beast. I'm assuming it's Breeziar's hero, but that is technically still a possibility.
It is. I just don't know what you'd want to play in the offlane here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you like, if Reed wants to play like Enigma or something, but I feel like that's
Yeah. One thing is, if it is Bristol 5 Venge, Rubik actually does sound like not the best lane against it. Like, although they have telekinesis, that's all they have, and past that, they're kind of like, they're like too fragile ranged heroes. Like, so it actually kind of would make the Bristleback 5 a little spooky.
So I have a quote.
If it is that, I guess.
I have a quote I want to bring up. Sorry to interrupt you, Jim, but it's a quote from Game One player, now spectator Bloom, and I quote: "Hoping Dyer lose this game so I can be the difference maker."
Fucked up, bro.
That is actually so fucked up. I love it, but it's fucked up.
What happens now if Dyer wins really hard? Does that make the inverse true?
You're right. Actually, you're right.
Bloom doesn't
can
want
is
to
it
think about that.
Badger? You should put up one of those bet things.
Well,
It should be was Bloom 1v9 carrying the team, or
Okay,
was
okay.
Bloom hard griefing? That would be really funny.
okay, let me put a poll.
Okay.
Well, you have to put a
Bloom,
bet.
you
'cause
inspire
it's
some
a
good content, so
winner
I wanna
for
thank you
loss.
for
Oh,
this.
so we're gonna make a bet. Okay.
Oh, there you go. For Magnar.
Okay. Start
I
prediction.
don't love it. I don't love it, but I
Oh,
fail to
that is
see how
Reed's hero, by the way.
I fail to see how Radiant solves this Razor being a 1v9 god machine.
Wait, who's playing the Razor?
Remaining.
Andy.
I'm like,
5 seconds remaining.
I believe in Andy Razor. I think it's evolved.
I put it up. I put the poll up.
Select your hero.
Okay.
The people can bet on this one. You know, they can.
Let me bet on the poll. I want to do this one too. How many points do I have? Oh, I see. I can see. I
Probably
see
a
it now.
lot.
Quite a few, but not as many as you might think. Because since I'm casting with you all the time, I don't always have your thing open.
That's fair. Unfortunately, I have infinite Badger bucks, so I can't use them on this. It's infinite, infinite.
I really like Fox's set.
I was about to
Let's
say,
go.
Fox is a really cool set. What the fuck?
That's the Arcana plus like a hat, right?
I think they changed a few other things on it too, right?
Yeah. I think also part of
Yeah.
it is slightly bugged. I think the first set of wings isn't supposed to be there, but it is because they're using the ability effect. You
Oh,
know
I
what
see.
mean?
Yeah.
I mean, 4 wings, that's a lot of wings.
Yo,
That is a lot of
also, yo,
wings.
Keshi, yo, they have a lot of drip on their team. You guys see Keshi Rubik?
Yeah, Keshirurik has a lot of aura.
And
Is
then
he-
Andy just has the dude. Andy's kind of holding his team back.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
wait a minute.
it is the Pause 5 Bristle, by the way, guys.
Is this like some Ringmaster cosplay on Rubik right now? This is not okay.
I respect the decision to just have the one regular set.
Yeah.
Has a lot of aura.
Aurora.
You say that, but when I had the regular set on Tide, I got flamed. I was literally given a set mid game.
To be honest, I think it's because Tide has so many good cosmetics. I don't know if I feel like Razor has as many good cosmetics.
I think no cosmetic razor has a lot of like a lot of aura built in. You know what I mean? But
Well,
like,
I'm like wondering well, when I think of Razor, I don't think he has, when I think of Razor, I don't think of that many like cosmetics that I really like on him.
yeah, Razor's not
Meanwhile, when I
that
think of
many.
Tide, like there's so many. Tide has some amazing sets, by the way. That is a hero with fucking great skins. Okay.
I really don't like
No offense.
Naked Magnus. Naked Magnus makes me scared.
No, Naked Magnus makes me think that you're either gonna play like Collapse or you're gonna hard feed. That's kind of what I get when I see a Naked Magnus on my team.
It also just is ugly. Sorry, Reed.
I don't know if I dislike as much as you do, Rojo, but
You know what I mean,
Uh,
though.
I
It kinda has a weird
I
result.
get what you're putting down, Rojo. I think it's a respectable opinion. It just doesn't. I don't have as much qualms with it.
Same with regular Bristle.
Oh.
But Bristle has the nasal goo. Oh, he's
Here
like
we
so
go
dead, by the
again.
way.
Keshi is in a
Keshi
wrong
has
spot right now.
-9
Oh,
armor
the
from
long
this,
range torrent. He's so dead. The
Oh.
skewer on
Oh.
2! Wait a minute.
He's still doing
Reed.
that, actually.
Reed God. Never
Oh,
mind.
Breezy though.
It's still an
Oh.
onslaught through. Chief Dog is low. Andy
Oh.
brings him on down. Currently 1-for-1 trade. Waifu is low. Razor's
Oh,
still
Puck
half
getting-
HP. Waifu's doing to the northeast right now. Is Ursa. He's still running. Meanwhile, Razor is taking him from 3 different heroes. Reed tries to back him on up right now. The Q will hit on 3, but he'll still end up dying now 2 because of the Radiant side. Skewer again on 2 from Reed, but Reed gets bit off more than he can chew. He'll die on the max eventually. Correction, the stick keeps him alive over to Waifu. He's onslaughted down by Breeze. We are now 2-for-2 trade, and we're still not done yet because we're still fighting.
Oh,
Puck.
Skater has to dodge the stun.
He'll look to Orb. He'll dodge
Ow.
the stun. Skater X7. What a player. He'll grab the bounty rune. Meanwhile, Reed is fighting Spooky Bush. I'm not sure who wins this fight. He's got Skewer on Reed. He'll dodge the brambles. He's in the brambles. He walked into the brambles. A rare mistake from Reed. 5 kills now. 3 for the Radiant side of Sine Pari. 2 for Royal Andy.
Well, I guess Reed kind of had to die there actually, because if he walked back into lane like that, it would have been like so terrible. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think
giving a kill over to Darkwill, it has to use all their mana in lane. I feel like is not the worst case scenario.
yeah, I think one thing is I do think the fact that that kill went to like the first blood went to Puck is like pretty. I feel like I'm usually pretty scared of this Puck hero. I think it is rather. It can be
I think
rather
it is
strong.
Although
And the lower, like the less good people are using their stuns, the more strong it is.
I do think. I mean, honestly, it's almost better for the XP. I think because like a skater just bought a bottle, which is not like.
Well, yeah. Well, I feel like he
Yeah.
should have like. Am I wrong in saying he probably should have bought it like a robe with magi and then like because he would have probably still had bottle time, right? Or
No,
no?
you
What do
would
you think?
you would build parts towards an ul if anything.
Okay.
In some lane matchups, I go stick when I get first blood because generally
Yeah, but
in,
against primal, it's
yeah.
yeah.
In mid in mid lane like usually I have at least like 4 branches, you know, so it's like you just free up a slot and then like you know stick has like the most value if you can have it at level 1.
How does Dragon Axe break? What? Wait. I was gonna say, what year is it, Andy? Sorry, Andy distracted me, guys.
That's okay.
And by the way, if you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of Royal Andy versus Sine Pari. Game 1 was pretty epic. Hopefully game 2 is just as good, if not better. But the odds honestly aren't that great. My name's Badger. I'm mostly joined by Raho and Jim, and hopefully I'm pretty good game 2. Yeah, if we do a great game 1 on a 1 to 10 scale, it was probably like a 9, right? That was one hell of a game.
That was a very crazy. and
Skater
very fun game to cast.
tried to like get a kill onto the primal beast and then actually ended up like going to like no HP and redoes.
He just got run
This,
down forever. That was a
yeah.
long rundown. They were over
Nasal
here,
is
all the way over.
it is really OP. I mean, it's -4 armor at level 1, 4.5, and it costs 12 mana to use.
Maybe we're sleeping on this too much, Rojo. Maybe this should have more games played.
Well,
I'm still not sure if I believe in
this
it.
is how it feels in lane, and then you watch it past like 10 minutes.
No,
and
that's the
kinda
problem.
doesn't
Yeah.
feel Yeah.
Well, it's also like, I don't like Ursa.
Ooh. Speaking
I'm
of
catching
killing
these kills.
spree.
Don't worry, Raho. I got the camera work mostly.
Ursa is not really the greatest hero to leverage. By the way, I think you would want like something like Luna or like something like some or
Yeah,
wind,
Luna
like
would
like a
be-
Wind
yeah.
Ranger or Lena. Wind or Lena would sound really good actually.
Yeah, Luna
But,
sounds
like-
really good because you get so much just like freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ursa's just not honestly that strong in lane.
Yeah, I mean, like
you
there
play
there are
respectful.
lanes he can do pretty well in, but like into Telekinesis and Magnus, it's not. This is not the lane where you're doing.
Yeah, he's getting kidnapped a little bit.
That's a
Yeah.
bit of a. He chose this fight too. A bit of a.
Chief
odd
Doggy
posture.
didn't
Oh,
buy.
Ursa doesn't have a stick in this lane. That's kind of criminal.
Yeah. Also, Chief Doggy didn't get his tangos in time.
Waifu. Oh wait.
It's both side lanes
Ursa
right
should-
now. Ursa is
wait.
incredibly low. The Kunka's
Ursa
incredibly
should.
low. Waifu goes down bot lane. Top lane, it's Andy Bendy who's dropping perhaps. Spooky Witch wants to
He has a
kill him.
fairy
Will secure
fire.
the kill on a few more hits, but can't
Reed,
find it.
use your
Troy
wand.
hits. And they're both gonna
Ooh.
die, I think. Fox is stunned. That'll be a dead Spooky Bush. There's 3 kills across the map right now. And bot lane, Chief Dog is also very low. It's non-stop carnage. Wait, is that
Oh.
Keshi dead? He tanked 3 tower shots. He's dead. What is going on in the game right now, guys?
What is going on in the game? War Badger War is going on.
I know that much, but how and why?
There's 13
Um,
kills in 4 minutes.
People have decided that they just want to do battle Badger. That's when there's this many kills. It's always just that people have decided they want to do battle, in my opinion. But like somewhere in their brain, they've foregone the idea of winning the lane through like, like subtle pulls and stuff like that. They've just decided the winner of the lane will be the players who win the fights.
We are simply going to run our heads into the brick wall. Either our head will break or the brick wall will break. We'll see
Yeah.
which one first.
Actually, is like trading near the.
Yeah,
cliff.
he's playing for it. Oh, Reed can
Yeah.
do.
Oh.
Oh no!
okay.
They both
I
missed.
think. Oh no, he put another obs up. No, bro, you have to know it's. Oh, okay, he figured it out.
No!
Oh, that's kind of painful. But Breezy R is here now. though.
Breezy
They kinda-
Hearts is rotating probably.
I think this is a good call. They can actually try to dive.
Yeah, I think
it's
if they-
pretty hard.
Here we go. Onslaught hits. Ursa will attempt the Earthshock away, but
Oh,
well.
telekinesis up. It's like,
Wait,
no,
he screwed him away!
Breezy,
He screwed him away! It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Okay,
it's fine,
Fable,
though.
Fable.
A little unfortunate that Breezy R doesn't pick up the kill, but not the biggest deal. One thing I want to say about this matchup is that I like the Breezy R is still playing a normal way, but I do think they need to be really careful to not give Puck too much room. Because, like, what stuns do they really have? Well, I guess no, because Magnus stuns aren't the best against Puck.
I
So
think
the-
it's okay, honestly. Like, I mean, Puck is very annoying and I think very strong, but Breezer is already doing like a pretty good job in the mid lane. All things
No, I
considered,
mean
like,
he is, but just
up in
like
XP from a first blood hero.
I don't.
And Puck, like, it's actually kind of hard to get your damage off if the like lanes go.
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, but like I'm just saying that like they have pretty bad stuns against Puck, and like they also don't have heroes who naturally buy like Orchid and stuff. Like Andy's hero would probably be the most common one to buy it, but I think from carry there's no way he's going Orchid first item. I think there's no way.
They're also just like I mean, they're a really good team at buying BKB as well. I imagine Andy's gonna go something like near BKB this game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, Keshi has no friends right now, only opponents. They're just really putting a lot of effort into killing Keshi in this lane.
Speaker Bush is in the mid. They actually might kill RZR here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know,
he's
he's
dead.
fine.
No, I think he's dead still,
No.
right?
No.
Oh, it's so
'Cause
close.
he has armor for me.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right, you're
Kunkka
right.
not. Kunkka did not like. I think that this death was entirely
Preventable.
unneeded. Kunkka just not respecting that the Dark Willow was coming mid for the rune. I think this is kind of painful for Radiant.
Chief Doggy sees blood.
Well,
and
Keshi,
Keshi's-
I mean, he's only half
Keshi's
HP on Bristleback, actually.
Yeah,
I mean,
Keshi-
Oh, he doesn't
Ursa,
have a
though.
TP, so yeah. Oh, Skater's coming in too.
I think Keshi has about a little bit too much regen, but that's okay.
If you shoot
I haven't
dead,
looked
you
at
use
Keshi's
it.
items. Oh, yeah, yeah, I see what you mean now.
Are scanning.
Oh, Chief Doggy's gonna get the Wisdom Rune again.
All right, so
And
is
Breezy
Chief
doesn't have TP to
Doggy
top that.
just the best 5 player in the league, actually, unironically?
Dude, he's like oscillating between like amazing plays and like some pretty silly ones. You know what I mean? No flame.
Wait, did Andy just... Wait, you see how top left from Andy?
Yeah.
Is that an arcane boots he dropped for that? For
I
that
don't
wand
know.
pop? He dropped something. If that was the arcane boots, that is such a bold play to make with a hero right next to that.
I mean, it's also not a play because arcane boots don't like dropping them is actually inefficient because you lose the mana regen temporarily.
I'm pretty surprised that Andy didn't turn Circlet into anything. By the way, it's not like some
Yeah.
crazy big deal, but I don't think this is optimal.
I do think it is supposed to be a bracer probably.
Yeah, I'm with you,
BCR is up
Robo.
here.
One more rotation top lane. Breezy
Oh,
R,
he's
now
gonna
the
try
one
and get
here.
more. He might be able to. He needs to press his trample for move speed. Oh, I guess.
Yeah, I had no spells left
He
unspeakable.
might have thought the
I-
Dark Willow. He might have thought the Dark Willow still
Yeah,
like
yeah.
had the third spell skill. Is what I'm guessing.
I also I Breezer didn't have boots until 8 minutes. That feels like a little criminal on the boots hero.
I mean, Breezy R is, of any player in Lads, most certainly the biggest Dota criminal. Like, he is just a Dota criminal. I love watching him for that reason, but he is absolutely a Dota criminal. Ooh, bottom
I would
lane,
say
RP
actually-
on to be enraged in time. Waifu now turns on to Reed.
the minus
Needs
armor.
2 more hits. There's 1, there's 2. Keshi has Fate Bolt in 10. Fox arrives with the Twin Gate. He'll
sure.
swap off offensively for the kill. There's both cores going down, but Chief Doggy, he's the core now. He'll try to go on Keshi. Keshi is dropping. 1 more Quills will do it. That's 1 more kill for the Radiant side. 2 for 1. Fox should walk away, but that's still not an ideal trade for Royal Andy.
I was gonna say, I was thinking this the other day, but I just said Breeziar definitely still one of the more unique players in Let's, but he's actually become way less of a Dota criminal. I feel like we've seen him buy BKB quite a few times this season and like stuff like
Oh,
that.
Andy died to rotation.
Do you have a running BKB count for Breezy?
I don't, but off the top of my head, it's probably around 5 already, if not more than that.
Yeah,
It's-
which I feel like by Breezy standards is pretty high now. It's almost kind of crazy.
It is, it is.
How does it make you feel emotionally bad, Jared?
I'm happy for Breezy. I want to see Breezy succeed. I want to see Breezy win Lads.
Like, they
Speaking
have a
of
good team
Breezy,
to do this.
they're
really-
diving him hard. He gets coiled, but he does not care. It's a dead Skater X7 and Chief Doggy in the 1v4 will quickly turn into a 0v4. No way out
That
but the
was.
grave.
I feel like that was
That was
pretty.
criminal.
Like you can't like, dude. It's a primal beast. Like he literally like look at him. Like He has almost
He has
almost
2000
2k.
HP.
Yeah, he has almost 2000 HP.
And also
he
your
had like a
puck push
21
strike
one.
roll.
Yeah.
One more
And he had
swap
like a
in
21,
offensively
dude.
by Fox. For Dex
Rage
Lamb to
drums.
come.
And they're gonna fill the stacks. This is probably the worst thing about Bristleback support is that your Bristleback support is going to undoubtedly make some awful call and then ruin the game. It's like Bristlebacks just do that naturally, but then you're playing it in a 5 position where like it doesn't have resources. It's destiny. But then sometimes it's gonna do things like this where like maybe if those brambles landed, then I think Andy dies.
Meanwhile, mid lane, one more pulverized. Skater this time is, well, fine apparently. Though it's stolen, the Waning Rift by Keshi.
Good spell. Keshi is also rushing a Dagon, by the way, which oh
We silence
well,
Puck! That is not a hero who enjoys being silenced. No siree, but he still orbs from Johnson time. Fantastic terrorize from Spooky Bush. Breezy R
going for it.
is still going forward. He has no care. He is hasted, and he's playing at BB. Meanwhile, Chief Doggy dives and brings out Catcher to the outside T1. Breezy R, is he diving too far? We'll have to see. He'll have an onslaught on one more. He's silenced by Skater. 2 deaths on the Royal Andy side, and now Fox may become a third. Skater looks for the rendezvous with Chief Doggy. Fox has too much HP.
By the way, guys, I think I'm gonna go AFK for a minute or two. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay. See you. Interesting play from Jim, but yeah, I think that fits the Dota game, right?
Yeah. There's 28 kills in 11 minutes.
Yeah, I mean it's funny you say that. That's the rate of kills is slowed down.
Yeah, no, it was.
It's slowed
I mean,
down.
It was 13 before 4 minutes. So. Although it's really barely possible for the kills to trend upwards, I guess, since respawn timers get higher. We're gonna smoke with amplified Demage
They've got the
and Scutter XL on.
re-
I think this is what they need to do. Because Andy's honestly not that strong. He needs to respect this. But I think he's just gonna die to boat.
I mean, he is not.
Oh?
Oh wait, they're walking. He's
Oh,
in the
no, no, no.
trees.
He's
There it
dead.
is. Coil, TP in by Keshi and by Fox, but it's gonna be hard to keep him alive. He's trying to turn on Skater. Skater's taking a lot of damage, but it's still a dead Froggy Hugh Demon Dog, aka Andy Bendy. Meanwhile, speaking of dog, Chief Doggy is just running on around right now. Meanwhile, on the south side, look at Breezy R. Oh no, Skater knew! Skater is the ward. He knew that ward just saved his life. Whose ward is that? Chief Doggy, you've saved the game. Meanwhile, bot lane,
Oh,
Reedle's
Reed has
forced to
RP.
RP, but I'm not
yeah.
quite sure.
RP bad.
Never mind, with the rotation from Fox, did not see through the twin gate come the bench spirits. And as a result, it's an alive
And
knight
he should be
instead of
back.
dead Ursa.
There's no boat, but Andy's just dead. There's no TPs.
Yeah, I mean, he's 1v3. He's dead.
Ooh.
That's always sad. When you play carry and you die, you TP back to the same spot and you die again, and it's like, oh no, my game's actually ruined.
Yeah, Andy's also going. I mean, Andy has a really greedy build in terms of farming. He's not strong at all in any fight that he isn't like he gets a full link pretty much, and especially not in any fight where none of his team is there.
Dude, Skater's reactions there on point tonight. Like, he is reacting to things, dodging a lot of spells that are not that easy to dodge.
Ooh, there might be an angle to swap Skater here. They're gonna
Just
look
thinking
for but
about
they
it.
can't.
Skater riffs in, gets
Oh.
silenced by Keshi. There's the pulverize. It should be a dead puck, but no, again, the terrorize here from Spooky Bush. Swap honestly has these. Skater remains alive. The stun is dodged. Breezy R is dead. And now it's time for Keshi to join him. Reed is here. But all he can do is TP in, skewer away. Fox, meanwhile, does not have skewer. Has swap on cooldown. Now will have her life on cooldown. That'll be 3 dead on the Royal Andy side. And, well, as it currently stands, seems like Blue may have been carrying 1v9.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, they're. I think Royal Andy, like, if they look at this game, they should think to themselves, "Wow, we need to use TPs better," because I think they're getting punished a lot for using their TPs not in the best way.
Wait a minute,
Skater
Skater.
is
I don't
not
think
gonna
he's
die.
that healthy
Oh,
though. Okay, never mind. The Q missed. Breezyar will try to avenge
damage
Razor,
from
but he's
Kifagi.
in the maze. He's simply in the brambles.
Chief Doggy hits for 200.
That's kind of wild. And at this point, well, his 200 is a lot of damage. Breezyar is getting kited around. Eventually, he'll pulverize, doing a good bit of AoE damage. The swap from Fox will cancel out on the RP on 3. It's fantastic. And that will be at least 2 kills going back.
Skater
It's a
also has to be
2-for-2
careful.
trade. Shockwave hits Skater. Skater silences Reed. Coil comes in only on 1, and Fade Bolt brings down the puck.
It was I respect the game to try and go for that kill, but was probably a bit greedy.
This is a series of greed. There's been a lot of greed so far this series.
I really don't want to see Andy. I mean, I like Mjolnir. I think it's actually kind of underrated, and I think it is really good on Razor. But I just don't. It's kind of hard. I think he's just gonna not be able to kill or lock down anything, and then he's going to die to himself on Blade Mail. I think not liking this like Leipnir is rather scary into their team.
I genuinely do not remember anyone buying Mjolnir in the last month. Skewer, crushing harpoon into Skewer on the Chief Doggy. Bristle and tower, but it's a boat on Andy as well. Bristle and Razor both are low. Bristle dies. Razor is not too far behind. Calamity finishing the job now. It stuns the way of Kunkka, but again, another fantastic terrorize. Some Spooky Bush hits on two. Swap comes in from Fox. Bring Kunkka back into the melee. Kunkka just walks away with phase boots. That's a 1-for-1 trade for now, and I think the fight's over.
I'm not the biggest fan of some of the items in Dire. I think the Mjolnir is very sussy. By sussy, I mean like probably not the play. I think also Keshi could use a defensive item instead of Dagon. I know he's had a lot of success with this Dagon build, but not quite sure if it's the play here. Also think that Fox's Glimmer is would have probably just been better suited to be a Solar Crest this game.
Yeah, we're also everybody shames Skater for leveling Dream Coil. This is like #1 Pucksin, and he's like platinum tier Puck. You don't level your coil past level 1. Like your other spells are so much better. This is a big Pucksin, and I have more faith in Skater than to level Dream Coil.
Yeah, I mean phase shift is leveling phase shift is leveling phase shift.
I mean 50 illusory orb damage is also just better because you one-shot waves. But
yeah, I was gonna say that the other one
did, yeah, the other night.
But when you like he's going for Blink second item after the Witchblade, so it's like you need level 4 phase shift. Like
I was gonna say like the having the level 4 phase shift with your Blink is really broken because you can do the true combo of if you get phase shift off, you are allowed to Blink. It's a rather strong true combo that I think most people have been aware of for
about 12, 13 years or so, yeah. Middle lane, our boy Breezyar is, well, actually fine, never mind. He's got a ton of HP and Avenge behind him.
I do think they don't hit like any meaningful items that allow them to fight for a very long time. It's also part of the reason I don't really like Breezer's Blade Mail.
Ooh, top lane as well. Andy Bendy was caught isolated by Puck and Ursa, and in the 1v2, he's turned into a 0v2 rapidly.
I mean, Andy with this Mjolnir is really strong when he gets BKB, but he's gonna get BKB so late that he's not going to be strong.
Yeah.
And like Waifu is just gonna shred him because he has no HP.
Honestly,
and Razor doesn't get any armor either.
Yeah, I don't actually mind Breezier's Blade Mail too much. I think it'd be better if his teammates just had different, if his supports had.
But he's
more
so far behind. Like he's not like his next item is gonna be.
Yeah, but I don't think he was that behind when he was going for it. No, I feel like his game was kind of fine, and it looks like
his game was
a lot.
good, but like.
He was even on the.
He started committing to it. Like I don't know. I just don't think it's a very good. Like you're also playing into Rum Buff Ursa like Bristol. You know, it's the armor is okay, but you don't.
I think it's.
I don't know. You're not. I honestly just don't think you're reflecting that much damage, and at that point, I think you'd rather like, because your Exodia is like Ag's BKB, and like how are you supposed to get to Ag's BKB when, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I'd have to think about it.
I have the answer, Rojo. You have to do this Exodia, you need some pot of greed.
The thing is, like, I think, like, him being low net worth, it's like, I feel like the bigger problem is that he's, like, low net worth, which I don't think, like, him
Yeah,
going
I
for
mean,
the blade mail should have caused.
I can agree, but I feel like it's like you like adapt.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just not sure. I have to like think about it more, you know.
Skater has also officially gotten
Oh.
4 points in paper.
Man, they are manipulating the bristleback. He got lifted into a harpoon into a skewer. He went on the
Skater
roller
can't go
coaster,
up
and
here.
well, he was too short to ride. Now Puck gets RP'd by Reed. Breezy over with a Dagon from
Ooh,
Keshi.
the Dagon.
Will finish the job, and Roho, you're right. They are indeed gone.
Speaking of, Froggy 2 Demon Dog has been X-marked.
Oh,
There is no
no.
counterplay.
Oh, Andy. Caught
And
a
he's having a
frowny
trophy.
face.
You know what? Honestly, would have even been like kind of okay this game that Andy could do. Andy
Like
could
or
have gone
something?
Gleipnir into Yules.
Oh yeah, you'll be good too, honestly.
That's like a crazy good Yules game. They're trying to kill Spooky Fish.
And they will
Yo,
succeed.
wouldn't it? Yo, do you know what would have been a really cool build, Rojo? I'll wait till this fight's
Or
over.
maybe not, actually. They keep the will alive. Now in comes Ursa and Bristleback. Bristleback is still alive. Ursa's manning on up with 2 lives. Skewer, but Reed in the high ground. It's Reed who's in the high ground right now. He's stuck. Bevel.
he did
He's
that
supposed to be man. This man fights anyways. Meanwhile, Keshi ties on the north side. Reed is still
No,
stuck.
go back, Breezy. Go back,
He's
go back.
still.
Farm.
That waifu's here.
Oh, he gets the blade? Or he gets that?
Oh no, he does
Oh,
foil.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
Coil
I think
off the
I think
mark.
Skater was in
Skater had
range.
range. He had range. He had range. 100%.
Oh,
We're
and
not
he's back
done.
up.
Blink
They're trying to fight. Is this
pulverize.
good? I think it's bad.
I mean, we'll
I don't
find
know.
out. Kunkka certainly will die. Puck
Oh, Ursa
remains
though.
alive. Ursa mans up, brings down Razor, turns to
Oh.
Breezy Yaw, gets stunned once again by the Revenge. Is now in danger as everything on cooldown. Meanwhile, Skater Blinks in for Breezy Yaw, has the silence. Now in comes the solo from Bristleback.
This was
Ursa
on
looks for the
that,
angle,
right?
onslaught up in 1 more second to get him a little bit of distance away,
She's here.
but
Like,
he's
we're
still
one.
diving. Keshi is going on by Ursa Bear. Breezy Yaw has 6 stacks of Bucus. He's too slow, and now he's 2 dead. They'll again move to the Rubik, the lone survivor, and now he's once again dead. That's, I think like a 6 for 2 or something like that.
If he would have Dagon the bristle, it would. This is very tough. Andy has 10 deaths. I hate to say it. I hate to say it out loud. I hate to wear the good people.
Yeah, it's
Andy
a struggle.
Bendy has died 10 times in 20 minutes.
Not his game. Just not his game.
I was a little concerned when they picked Razor, to be honest.
I think Andy has the Razor spirit in him, but I think he lost it somewhere along the laning phase.
Maybe. I'm just saying. I've seen Andy Razor a few times, and it's not his most practiced pick. Let's go with that.
I mean, okay, so me and Jim, we played 2 seasons together with Andy. Do we pick him at Razor, or even think of picking him Razor a single time in those 2
No,
seasons?
but to be fair, he had like literally never played it before, so like, but like, he has played it a few times now, but like, I wouldn't say it's the hero he's most naturally gravitated towards, Badger. You
I
know
agree.
what I mean?
I don't think it's his style of hero. I just don't.
I think
I
it can be. I think
it could be with more practice.
I
think he has
I'm looking at his build, and I'm like, yeah, he wants to play a hero as his actual things and not Razor things.
Well, I think even. Oh,
I
wait,
mean,
you said that.
Ame buys Mjolnir sometimes. Like Mjolnir isn't bad. I just
I
don't think
think
it's
less
the game
the
or
Mjol-
the time for it. Like,
I think less forget
Yeah,
about
he's also-
whether he went Mjolnir instead of Gleipnir. The problem is he went Mjolnir and then kept farming in spots
Yeah.
that like were contested.
I mean,
Like,
he also kept fighting as well. Like
Yeah, yeah,
he
like-
also did willingly show up to multiple fights with Mjolnir.
yeah, like
Which Mjolnir is
I-
actually stronger than Gleipnir by a decent bit once you hit like 2 to 3 items.
yeah. But the
But
thing
as a
is,
first item, it is like 8 billion times weaker, like a disgusting amount weaker.
yeah, I think that when he had Mjolnir and he was like farming bottom, like, and there was like, yeah, I was kind of like, oh, this is looking pretty. I don't think because you actually farm really fast with Mjolnir, so like you just have to like sit in the woods safely and hit the
Dude,
creeps. you know what I mean?
Skater actually escaped certain
Hey.
death, and that was beautiful from Skater there. You see that?
He did put the skates on them, as per.
As per the name, and now, well, it's chaos time. Bristleback is, well, he's injured, but he doesn't have bristles on his back. Swap from
Oh,
Fox, bring
there's so
Bristleback
many-
in, but
there's
in comes the
so-
cavalry. Goodbye, Magnus. Goodbye, PB. Goodbye, Venge Spirit. Can Keshi perhaps kill somebody with a Dagon? Or a Fade Bolt or something? No, he kills nothing other than his own dreams and hopes. That's 4-10 for Royal Andy. And meanwhile, we see Skater looking for a solo kill on Andy Bendy. Surely he can't do it. Surely he can't do it. There's no way, no how. He's going
just
too
pressed R
far.
on Andy. He would have killed Skater if he pressed R earlier.
Oh, he might still be going to Skater.
but-
Maybe. Oh,
Skater. Andy. Torrance.
Oh.
The
Yeah,
Mjolnir.
he got it with Mjolnir.
no, it was.
Worth-
I think it was Storm Surge.
I think it was the Mjolnir.
We have Death Summary.
Oh my
It
God,
was
someone
Mjolnir. It was
called
Mjolnir. It was Mjolnir. Could
Oh my
Gleipnir
God,
have done that? I don't think
Dude,
so.
Mjolnir goes that far. That's kind of crazy. Holy
Yeah, yeah.
shit.
I also like Mjolnir is even worse in the fact that Keshi bought like this like Dagon, and usually your support would have like a Force Staff or a Yules or a Solar Crest, like something to support
Yeah,
you.
I mean, I think neither support having a Solar Crest this game is.
Is quite questionable.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's pretty.
Also,
not good, no
Keshi got bashed and didn't react in time. But plus, there's an Ags on waifu.
Yeah.
This is.
I think after the bash, his fate was sealed, if not before.
We're just seeing more and more solo kills. Never a great sign. Breezyar. Oh no.
Also, Calamity like really locked in for this Kunkka game. I feel like it took like one game of warm up on the Kunkka, but now
Yeah.
I
I mean, I think to be fair to his Kunkka,
Yeah,
Alright, he's
yeah,
RP.
was.
He's RP the Bristleback, guys. He's RP. Oh no, he's still dead.
I know I know what you mean, but I
Okay, there's the buybacks. Bench back. They both buy back. But Razor's dead again. Skewer
Oh,
to the fountain.
wait.
Almost. It's fighting time, but he's bashing it on Magnus. The Glimmer keeps him alive. No
Oh,
death.
they
Surprise,
have swap, they have
surprise.
swap.
Wait, pull him
They
in,
have
pull him
swap.
in, pull him in.
He has blink.
Into the fountain.
He's
Into the
not
fountain. Into the
blocking
fountain.
him.
Into the fountain. Into the fountain. He's dead.
Oh my God.
1 billion gold goes back, guys. 1 billion gold.
Oh,
Waifu had blink. Hello. How long?
Dyer's bottom
Oh, I think Keshi. Ooh, I think the gold going to Keshi is actually really painful. I think, I think the Venge Ags could be pretty useful, and I also think just getting on Magnus for obvious reasons, I think would be more impactful because he's going Silver Edge. Usually I like to see Keshi getting really farmed on Rubik, but this was not the time and place for it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
although at least he's buying a Yules.
He's got half
Yules-
of a Yules. You know, he's getting there.
Yeah.
More than half. He's pretty close. But it's ooh, tough. Skater also has the Parasma with the Shard. This is when Puck starts dealing like really crazy, like absurd damage.
Yeah.
I will say Skater is still really squishy, but like I mean they're
Yeah,
so far
I-
behind in items that they can't build anything to do with the Puck, and it's like
tower is under
I
Yeah,
think
it's very
Skater
hard
is
to
actually their comeback ticket though. Like he at least in theory can die really fast. I
he
think
is
that,
kind
like,
of a loot box. Well, he is
Yeah.
kind of a walking loot box.
Yeah. Once he has the Lincolns, significantly less of a loot box.
I actually think Skater is just supposed to buy. Lincoln's is good. I think he's just supposed to buy an Aeon Disc though, because then it's like impossible.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's literally impossible. Lincoln's is very good. I don't think it's incorrect, but I personally would prefer, like I myself would probably.
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
buy
feel
him.
you. No, I think it's a good idea. But I'm just happy for him that he's buying a Lincoln
Yeah.
at least, you know, because
A
imagine,
defensive item that gives HP.
yeah, imagine if he bought like if he queued
an
up the
ag
Ags right now.
instead,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like oh, you're really putting the game in dicey.
Also,
oh,
this tier 3 token can.
Breezyar is injured, half HP. He's just so kited though.
Yeah.
Ay,
Breezebar
ay, ay.
like. Breezebar
Now
will
mid
never get
lane,
to the
solo
point
kill
where
against
he's,
Keshi, I think. For no, the RP
Oh.
instead. Ursa comes in though, and he have a bash. No, he
Ooh.
doesn't. So it is a
Shard
dead
came
puck.
back.
And Rojo mentioned it. That's your loot pinata you needed. Problem is Ursa wants vengeance. Gets stunned, but it's purred by the Aghanim Scepter Ursa in rage. And now Fox,
Well,
having
Keshi
died,
drops
means it
off
will be a
the
1
gold.
for
That's really
2.
sad.
and he's quietly been hitting the creeps, by the way.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, this
He's
is
like
kinda,
really
this is
close
kinda,
to a BKB.
This is kind of El Clasico, where like you have like a really tough game on carry, and then like you die a bunch of times trying to make stuff happen, and then like you just reach Zen. You've died so many times that
Yeah.
it, like that now you are like in the perfect position to farm.
Andy got Elven Tunic, by the way, which I think is actually really clutch
Yeah.
from the neutrals
Yeah, yeah.
from the neutrals. Like really
is
clutch.
friggin-
It's his highest chance of
Although-
surviving
yeah,
Ursa. It's just
that is
getting a
true.
bunch of Elven Tunic procs.
Brazier is also one of the like obviously Brazier isn't the best in the Ursa in the sense of like Fury Swipes doesn't care about damage to one, but
He's fast. Good at
Razor's also really like low armor as a hero, and it's not
Yeah.
that easy to buy armor items actually.
I think it's really unfortunate that he didn't hard rice because I could have seen this being a really good game for him to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
for
it's
him
a
to
very,
get
it's a,
like
yeah.
because imagine he had like S and Y like fucking AC or Hurricane Pike or even a butterfly this game maybe maybe a butterfly maybe I'd have to think about it but like yeah I think it's kind of unfortunate Andy didn't play the more ricing approach given he went Mjolnir and I think it's actually a rather good game for it but he's
Mhm.
kind of like like he's like basically the same net worth as the puck right now guys.
Yeah.
Like
Not
he's
bad.
kind of back
They should
into
have
it.
also. I do think that Royal Andy was supposed to have taken the Tormentor like a pretty long
Oh
time
yeah, no,
ago.
they
They
have
need this gold injection like really bad, and Racers
well,
like, yeah,
they also have really good shards. Like
they have really great shards, and their heroes are good at taking Tormentor. Like Razor can do it
yeah,
with
yeah,
like
yeah.
just Magnus or just like just Venge.
Dude, they have really good shards.
Oh,
Well,
Totally.
he has face shift.
Phase shift and Yules and Blink. Problem is Blink's on cooldown, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a nice attempt. It was a good look.
He Dagon, he's got the lifesteal. Wait a minute.
Oh, he has
Wait a
Torrent
minute.
as well.
Nah, he's not dead.
Oh, he can steal and rage. He can steal and rage. Oh, he doesn't. That's fine. I mean, he would have just been buying time. Fox also dies to Cheap Doggy, which feels criminal. Ooh,
Viewer
there's an
against
Orchid.
Skater. Orchid is Puck is so dead, I think. There we go.
Yeah.
Big kill in return.
Nicely done by Reed.
That's worth more than both your supports, to be honest.
And he's level 22 now.
Wow.
The solo kill XP goes crazy. Andy now has the BKB as well, which unfortunately is not strong enough by any means to fight the Ursa, but is an opportunity.
I mean, how many more items do you need, Ro? Like, what's the magic number here?
For who? For
It's probably
Razor?
this next item
Razor, yeah.
before he feels good.
And
Full
to be,
Hurricane
to be
Pike?
honestly, considering how farm Radiant is, I actually think he needs the Hurricane Pike +1. I think
Uh,
normally you would say Hurricane Pike, but Radiant is pretty rich.
Viewer Bristle has been stunned under tier
Shit.
4s. He's tanky. He does indeed have bristles on his back and count them, 3 bracers. But 3 bracers does not save you from tier 4s. Meanwhile, Breeziar goes to life with Purd is off and on BKB on Breeziar, heading to Spooky Bush. Bristle buys back. They want to put their foot in the throat right here, right now, but it's already a dead Dark Will, and they've skewered the Ursa. Ursa has 2 lives and raid in 5. He's man up there, cutting him around. It's 1 life lost. Meanwhile, Kunkka is being zoned by Primal Beast. It's gonna be a disaster. He couldn't even raid in time.
there's
He's
Primal.
RP. He's going to die. That's so much gold going back, and now Breeziar will stun both of the onslaught. Bristle and Kunkka both are in danger. Kunkka is gone on by Puck. Breeziar dies to Skater's damage, but at this point, Radiant are running out of heroes, or perhaps not. The Skater's killed 2. He'll go for a 3rd. The coil's already been used. They'll move the Razor. Meanwhile, Magnus
Oh,
goes
the
in.
Orchid.
Skewers 2. Orchid on Puck. Puck is dropping incredibly low. He's already incredibly dead now. With 3 dead, it's Kunkka.
And
Bristle
Rumbuff is
back.
going off.
Kunkka has very low mana. Razor is low.
One.
Kunkka is
One.
low. Razor goes down. Kunkka will be betrayed. Now it's Bristle against 2. Skewer misses from Reed. Reed
Oh my God,
still
wait,
wants to
Chief
kill.
Doggy can
Bench
put-
stunned. Hits.
Oh, maybe not.
Chief Doggy has 500 HP. Die. have no means of
Blink with the
chasing.
Ether Lens and the Harpoon.
Or maybe not.
Oh,
He's got Harpoon. He'll do it. He'll skewer.
Orchid.
Is there a bench
Into the stun.
stun? Yes, there is. That'll be a full 5-man wipe.
wow. I mean, this
And our
Orchid
Goldie's
just
gone.
completely 1v9 the game.
Yo, this is like, like this is looking like the reverse of what happened last game, guys. Like we're literally watching.
It's really scary because
Yeah.
like Radiant does not get significantly stronger from this point in the game, and like every extra item onto Dire is like obscene.
I think-
effective net worth.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest like sudden like I think the biggest gain in strength aside from Reed because he just got like an insane amount of golden EXP and he's level 25 is Fox finally got the Ags by the way and could get shard off of this. Like Vengeful Spirit is an insanely good hero against Ursa. Swap
Yeah, I
is just
also-
an amazing spell because usually Ursa could buy Nullifier and just kill any hero. Nullifier
Ooh.
does literally nothing
Yeah.
to like if you go on someone you nullify them, which he's not even buying, which I actually think is the right choice because he's against Venge. They just you just swap the person Ursa goes on, right? You know.
Mhm.
Oh, I almost said it there and I didn't badger.
Thank you, Jim.
Problem.
It's also like
Also
this is
Rufus.
time that Breeziar gets to farm towards his Ags, which
Yeah.
is
Wait,
I think
did you
it's one of
see-
the biggest items in the game.
Dude, BCR just picked up so many lotuses.
Look at his inventory, bro. They could make
He's
the item.
Lotus Field.
That's still a thing, right?
Yeah. Bakugou still exists.
Is it? Okay. I didn't know that.
Guys, this is the game. We can see it.
I
So what
also
does
like
he need-
Andy.
does-
I like that Andy didn't finish this Yasha item, and I also like that Andy's going for Satanic Shard. I think that's
Oh
like,
no, I think this is really good. I'm
those
down
are the
with
two best
it.
items you can buy.
Wait, I have a really important
weirdly
question,
enough-
guys. How many? This is really important. I'm sorry, I have to know this for Ho. How many more lotuses do they need to make the cheese? I want it to happen so bad.
I believe it's 9.
Okay, so wait.
Actually, wait. Let me think. Because you need. It might be 12.
Okay. How many greater
believe it is
healing
12.
lotuses do they need? 2 or
3.
3?
It's 3 greater. So I believe they need 12 more.
Oh shit. Okay. How many
3
are
more
how
to
many are
upgrade the
top?
great, and then 9 to.
Yeah, I know. I see. Ooh, okay, they're still pretty far away from it. Okay.
But it's possible the way this
It is.
game is
I,
going.
I hope that's why Breezy's taking these. By the way, I really hope that's why Breezy is. That I don't know when the last time I saw that item was. I think I've seen it one time in my games, maybe one time I can recall.
It's definitely one of the more rare things in Dota.
It wasn't even on my team. It was in an unranked game where the enemy team was clearly going for it. I think it might have been against like Dog or somebody or like AB1, and like they were clearly planning to do it from the start.
Ay. Classic Dog.
I'm not sure. To be clear, I'm not actually sure if it was Dog. I don't want.
Razor is probably one of the best heroes in the
verify
game
that.
to have block.
See,
of
Dog
cheese.
was in chat
Oh.
earlier. If it was him, you could tell us if it was him. Hopefully he's still here.
But yeah, I think Razor, like, if there's any hero to actually utilize block of cheese, which most heroes can't very well, Razor is probably by far the best.
Well, one thing I want to say is Skater did
Or
go
one.
BKB, but I actually think it's worse than Lincoln's this game.
Yeah,
Because if you just get like what did Primal Beast just blink
I-
blink ult to you? Like you just die.
I think Skater should just have an Aeon Disc. I think it's like it just covers off everything. You know,
Yeah.
there's absolutely no way to mess up having an Aeon Disc. And like, sure, you can get it popped, and that sucks, but it gives you good like raw HP.
I mean, it's not like Andy's ever making a nullifier this game either.
Yeah,
You know, like
they will never have a purge for it, except I mean outside of like Yules, but obviously
that's obvious.
a
Yeah,
fake.
that's not a real.
Yeah.
It's not a real thing.
Yeah. I actually generally like Puck BKB. I think it's probably underbought, but this is definitely not the game for it. There's
Yeah.
two stuns that go through
I
it.
mean,
and a
maybe
lot
if
of
Primal
instant
Beast
stuns.
didn't have a BKB, it'd be more or sorry, not BKB, a blink. But like, especially with the blink, it is just so.
Yeah.
It is
I mean,
so
even
easy
even
for
then,
that.
you're playing into like telekinesis, like with swap, like all. There's just a lot of ways to.
Yeah. I
have your
got
game
you.
run. It's an item that's like. BKB is not a good counter to Orchid in most scenarios because
You don't want
if
BKB
you-
just for
yeah.
Orchid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Reed also has an E-Blade, which I find.
I was gonna say, look at Reed's items. He's even going a Hex next, which is gonna be really crazy. Or Reed is gonna be the pick off demon with the Hex. Like I think, oh my god, that's powerful.
And Breezy has been like just in this bottom side of the map for God
Does he
knows how
have Axe
long.
now?
Yeah, he does. Full
Oh my
Axe.
god.
You
Yeah,
want
he's
to
in
buy
the
if he
green.
does it,
I like
but
him harder.
I mean, he can just buy it right now.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
don't
think
care
his
about
buy is
buy.
important. I think after he BKBs, he's like aside from blink stunning Puck, he's like not that valuable. I think
Axe is
it's-
also like the most value. Like it's probably
Yeah,
the
yeah.
strongest item timing in the game currently.
yeah, it just destroys Bristleback and Ursa. People always forget that like Ursa doesn't do a lot of damage if you don't like if he doesn't have Fury Swipes. Like ever since they added his innate, it's not quite as bad, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, Bristol
He
is
also
incredibly
gets
alone,
broken.
by the way. He
Wait,
should
his
just
innate
be
gets broken
dead.
too? I didn't even know
He's
that.
dead.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile,
Rico,
the
that's-
skewer on Puck
Ooh.
as well. Puck has BKB ready. Is it timed right? Not even needed, apparently. Meanwhile, to Yules from Keshi on to Calamity's Kunkka. Tidal Wave hasn't purchased this game. Problem is, he's been pulverized. He's been slowed on down. They'll bring him on down. They'll be 2 dead eventually once they heal the Kunkka. Kunkka is snaps pop back in by Fox, but in comes Ursa going in for Magnus. Magnus is still feared. Andy Randy Mouse dies. The Skater RP on 2, but Dire collapsing. They didn't even kill the Kunkka. The run buff was just too strong, and here's the problem.
Gator didn't even use BKB.
Nobody's
That's a-
buyback. Magnus,
That's a big
Venge
problem.
Spirit, Razor, all don't have buyback, and they're all a lack of gold. So
I also
they're gonna go
did not
high ground
see
like,
how
hey,
Andy
force
died, but-
buybacks.
It was very bad that Andy died. That is unfortunate.
I got chain stuns, boat into Puck damage.
Wow. Did not expect Andy to die like that. I don't think he did either. At least they're like really bad at hitting buildings, so.
This you see a little the Venge effigy? Have to save the push for the Radiant team. Because if it wasn't for that Venge effigy, the 2 Radiant people would have died to the glyph.
True. That is unfortunate.
I didn't realize that none of them had buyback.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
Oh,
it's
they're
probably
getting
just Megas.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a situation. Breezier doesn't have buyback, but he should TP back and probably just sell an item and then suicide. I don't think. Yeah.
Hey, it's already too late. It's already too late.
Yeah. I don't really think Dire on the. Yeah, I think it's kind of over the same way it was over for the other team last game, where like I think in theory they just should not be able to win this, but they might still be able to. Who knows?
Well, we almost had one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they've got the fountain plates. Fountain swap, fountain skewer, fountain lift even. There's a swap on Chief Doggy. Both tier 4s have fallen. Bristle will get no the perfect 3-man torrent. And now the Magnus misses skewer. Oh no, they bring down Bristle with the throne. Look at the throne. It's just so low right now. Ursa's going to hit it. They're carrying him around right now. They got the E-Blade. They actually are keeping the throne alive for the time being. Razor goes in for Ursa Bear. Keshi goes down, buys that instantly. Ursa will beat hits the throne. From the throne. 700 HP. He's RP'd though. RP on 2 for Marine. Ursa is dead. They'll skewer the Kunkka. The throne. Remains alive. Calamity will tank the fountain. He's harpooned back in, now brought down. Look at the throne. It's still alive. It's just Skater in the base. He'll juke some spells. But he has to leave. He has to go away. He'll Trickster Cloak. Is there detection? Is there detection? No, there isn't. He'll Orb. He'll jaunt. He blinks in 1. Gets away from Keshi just in time. He's breaking more ankles.
Keshi can get the Dagon. Oh, not quite.
Yeah, so I think on the one hand, it actually is harder for Radiant to like trick backdoor against Megas because they don't have Lone Druid. They have like normal heroes who like hit towers normally. But on the other hand, I don't know if Dire also doesn't have a PA as their comeback carry. They have a Razor, so
yeah. Andy's a fan of the creates a second plasma field, but I actually think that static link steals attack speed is the talent most people will take, and I also think it is. I understand why he doesn't want to, but the second plasma field just honestly isn't that useful. I don't, and the attack speed is like a lot. It's you know.
Well, I would say especially I would want the attack speed, especially in this scenario where you might just die if they ever hit your base for too long. Like you know, it's. I mean,
yeah. Well, the bigger part too is like I think most of the.
It doesn't really do much against Ursa, right? Because he has like so they overpower.
Like the bigger point I think of that talent is less actually like stealing attack speed, especially in this game, but just giving it to yourself, because you get a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. I mean, 20 attack speed per second of draining. It goes really hard.
I'm honestly less concerned about him doing damage than about him just dying though, because I still don't think he's. I think he's. I'm kind of spooked. For
yeah.
Like that last fight wasn't actually a real fight, right? Like they just.
They are getting it just to. With
like the enemy team was literally just trying to end the game, and like 2 of their heroes were just like hitting, or at least the Ursa was literally just blind hitting the buildings. I think Ursa probably could have just turned around and killed him had he chosen that option instead. Although maybe not. Hard to say. Dire needs to take a fight outside of their base, I think, too.
Yeah.
Because they don't have fours.
So,
yeah. They need to fight now while their top and mid wave are good. They need to try to find this bot wave.
They could. Breezy's in a really good spot.
Here we go. Breezy has the angle, as you mentioned. Skater coils 2. Razor has been stunned. Till now, Big Kiwi was already a dead bench. Fant has the illusion. But this is not going very well right now. RP's on 1. Can they kill Skater? They need to kill Skater. And they're not going to kill Skater. Oh, dear. He'll eventually blink away to safety. Venge buys back, but it's a disaster. It's a dead Razor. He's got no buyback. Somehow, again, read up in the high ground. Got knocked off the high grounds. And again, they still can't kill anybody. Spooky Bush is still alive. She'll use herself at this point. It's going to be a dead Keshi. They'll pulverize the Ursa. The Breezy R's got no friends. He's got no damage. Triple kill for Waifu. He'll harpoon on Reed again, skewering something on the high ground. But it's an ultra kill now for Waifu. Swap will kill Chief Dog. Even now Venge is stuck. Give him the rampage. Give him the rampage. That's a rampage for Ursa. Venge is back to kill Dark Will, getting 1,000 gold, but you have no buybacks and you have no friends in your base. is actually just dying. Coil, Refresh comes in from Skater. He'll beat KB to man up against Murray, they are. But it matters not. The throne is dead. It'll be a 1-1 draw.
Kind of a crazy series, honestly.
I agree.
That was crazy. I would like to usher a petition to ban Calamity from lads for winning a game and then typing quack twa in the all chat.
I mean, we could put up to the public. I'll put a poll in Lads General, like, hey, you want to ban Calamity for that?
He's also in the Mason Guild, so now he's like on like 4 fronts. I bet you somebody could find his Reddit account too. It's
Reddit.
like
Uh-oh, that's bannable. That's not allowed. Do a karma check. If it's above like 12, you gotta get banned.
but yeah, I mean actually pretty nicely done game. By what is Sine Pari?
Yeet.
I feel for Andy. That is where my heart goes to.
Happens to the best of us, bro. Happens to the best of us.
Now, sometimes you lose, throw to 2. It was a fun 1-1. It really was a fun 1-1 draw, though. I mean, this is a great series. Yeah, Royal Andy, we've been following their journey. They're having a grand old time. They've won a lot of cool games. You can't win them all, though. That puts them up to 8-6, 8 wins, 6 losses. So they're in a very good spot. Speaking of, we need to schedule our series. So after we off the broadcast, Rojo and Jim, stick around so I can talk about scheduling for our lad series. But that's neither here nor there. Thanks for coming on, guys. I'll start with Jim. Do you have any final words? Call out, shout, say the people of League of Lads.
Nah, GG's. It was a good series. Yeah, it was a good series. It was good to cast, fun to watch, good back and forth. Can't ask for much more, you know. Yeah, hope everyone has a nice. I hope everyone continues to have a nice League of Legends season, and yeah, that's it.
And then there is Rojo Fireflu. For those who are not in the loop, he does stream on Twitch. By the way, it's in my Twitch title at Rojo Fireflu. But thanks again, Rojo, for coming on. Do you have any final words? Call out, shout out to the people of League of Legends.
Zora.
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 On that note, thanks for coming on, watching tonight, viewers. Congratulations to both teams on their 1-game victory. I'll be back actually tomorrow night for another series, so we'll see you tomorrow night. But for now, yeah, tomorrow will be Good Twink Hunting versus Wilted Roses, the 2 top teams in their group right now. So that'll be a pretty competitive series there. I think it's at 9 p.m. It is indeed at 9 p.m. tomorrow, but for now, if you want me to cast your games, cast your tournaments, contact me over on Discord, Badger Pablo on Discord, or over on twitter.com/badger2. As always, though, thank you for watching. Have a great night.